welcome back.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Put him where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats to back the facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing jamming tune. It's a community of real and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky. Let's go, let's go. This might be risky. No, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show.
Run! It's a stampede! DJ HAMP, the stamp. DJ HAMP, the stampede.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know, this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basic. Pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basic. Pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Tell a friend, DJ HAMP about to go live. Lights, my friend, on your way in.
Wow.
First off, salute the chat. To all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real. Well, this is where it's
shit like
the
that.
latest
Shit
topics
like
and
that.
panels
Shit
and
like
brother don't get sent to the bathroom. We got
Perfect.
all the stats to back the facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing jamming tune. It's a community of real and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky. Let's go, let's go. This might be risky. No, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show.
Yo, check. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ HAMP, the Stampede, Mr. Fantastic, Big Aaron in the building.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Poppin',
that.
fellas.
Yo, you got it.
How's everything?
Same shit.
Salute. What you drinking water for? You all right?
Yeah, trying to stay alive.
Is that right? When you start that?
Birth.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
This is fantastic. What's goody, man? What you do this weekend?
Hey, man.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
Brother. Perfect.
Shit like that.
You been
Shit
working
like
on your
that.
Spanish?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Actually Portuguese, brother. Portuguese. No, but nah. I got the fucking what's the name covered in. You know, they got the interpreter joints. I'm ordering them shit.
What?
The interpreter headpieces, like real time.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Like they talk to you and then they like it'll say it for you.
Translate it in real time. No Google Translate. No what's name. You put the earpiece in. You I think you can set it for the language, or you just it automatically detects what it is. And hey,
are you serious?
Hey man.
Yo, how much they cost?
Shit, they ain't that expensive. The ones I seen, most of them shit's coming from China or whatever. I ain't seen no really expensive pair. The most expensive one I seen might have been like $50.
Yeah, they got the. I saw Temu got some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to stay away from Temu, man. I ordered some shit from Temu for the first time. Nigga, I ordered the shit from Temu. Then Temu said, "Hey, we'll give you a refund." After I paid for it, got it, and everything. I don't trust that shit, man.
What you get? What you get?
I got plates. I got a fucking what's the name plate? Everybody's talking about, because you know, like the bulletproof plates.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you get them shits for like level 4, level what's name for like $50 from Temu.
Really?
I'm gonna test it first. If people be testing them to make that they legit, you feel me?
You gotta test.
It's iron, you feel me, or tungsten, one of the two. But it's metal. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
You gotta search around for the other joints.
But you just slide them in your vest, right?
Yeah, you just slide them in.
Damn, them shit's heavy. You like 30 pounds.
I mean 30 pounds, but it's heavy.
What you get? 2, right?
Solid metal. I think did they send me 1 or 2? I don't know. I thought yeah. Really? No, I got 1 to test. I gotta test the motherfucker first before I buy another.
Before you invest. Damn, what most people carry 9, right?
Yeah, most people carry 9s. And most shootings happen within, I think it's 10 yards or whatever. Most people don't understand that shit.
Way closer than that. I think it's like
7 to 10. No, it's 7 to 10. Yeah, 7 to 10. That's why they have you pretty much practice from that range with handgun.
Okay, yeah, because when I did to get the what's that thing called? The license class?
Yeah. Concealed carry.
Yeah. He was saying the most happened in between, he was saying like 5 yards. Maybe it is the 7, something like that. I don't know. I guess it'd be close quarters regardless though.
Yeah.
Like people, you watch football, you think 10 yards is like a mile, how hard it is to get 10 yards. You know? Damn, man. Let me see you in the chat real quick. We get it popping, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Steve said Steve was popping. Truth, what up? Vet Life in the building. Dolomite was goody. Mr. Williams, salute. E-Dub, Miss Jilly. Make sure you say what's up, Miss Jilly, in the chat. G Majesty was popping, kid. Good to see you. Riri in the building. Salute. Almond Eyes was popping. Alibaba, we see you. Amin was good. Bino, what up, kid? SPS Podcast in the building. Please go like, share, and subscribe. Audie was shaking. Saul was good. Quincy in the building. Salute. Nightbot behaving. That's always a blessing. Eastside was popping. Salute. Foe in the building was goody. Keisha was popping. Homeboy Shalom. Cali was good. Rashada in the building. I like it. Leon in the building was popping. Aaron Shalom was good. Like, share, subscribe, man. Black in the building. Mrs. Locks in the building. Let's get it, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Impress. Salute. Always putting in work. That's always a blessing. Train harder. I like it. Daniel Phillips was popping. Love C in the building. Salute. Ed was good. Let me see. 15? That seemed far. I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah, definitely not 15, bro. Most motherfuckers ain't shooting outside of us.
15 yards. Yeah. Rush was good though. We gotta get that thing together too, man. Q was popping. Trey was good. Was good. No doubt.
3 to 7 yards. Yeah, like I said, 3 to 7 yards.
Okay. All right. So he's writing that. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. 3 to. Okay. That make more sense though. Because people don't understand. Yard is, we ain't saying. People think feet.
Yeah. Yard is 3 feet, nigga. Remember elementary school measurements, goddamn.
Yeah. So 3 yards is usually a nigga get out of the car, you get out of the car. That's about, you know what I mean? 3 to 5 yards. People walk up on you and shit. You know, people can't shoot like that. Pumps was good. Zeke was popping. Jay Tillman in the building. Was good, kid. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Hit the like button, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most, man. We got 100 people in the building. We only got 30 likes, man. Please make sure the likes match the viewership. Support the show. Support the cause. Let's get it popping, man. Damn. Y'all feeling all right?
Yeah, man.
Let's get it, man. Make sure I hit the like button if you can. Let me see where I'm at. That helps the channel the most.
trying to feel me, nigga. Politics as usual.
What's you guys' takes on the new No Kings protest?
Waste of time and a flop.
It said that 7 million people participated. Is that exaggeration?
Nah.
That's what they claim over the all over the country. I know. I didn't even know. I found out after the fact. Yesterday they had a protest down here. Apparently.
Yeah, I think it was like 2,700 places. I googled it. Chat GBT'd it. 2,700 places. About 7 million people participating.
Yeah, I don't buy the 7 million shit though. That's no fucking way.
I believe it.
Why you believe it and disbelieve it, respectively?
I mean, I believe it because what I was seeing, locally, if that's spread across 2,700 places, knowing that a lot of places are going to be way bigger than what I saw. Like I saw places that should not have been holding that much people, like a lot of people. So then when I'm thinking about like city centers, like, downtown certain cities, all that kind of shit, like you're going to get thousands and thousands and thousands. I'm talking about like football stadium numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
To hit the streets in all 50 states as part of the anti-Trump No Kings protest. This comes months after widespread demonstrations on the day of the Army's 250th anniversary parade.
Our own Madeline Rivera joins us from Washington with all of those details. Maddie, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Organizers say the first No Kings rally back in June drew about 5 million people at more than 2,000 rallies. They expect this weekend's demonstrations to have an even bigger turnout. They anticipate more than 2,500 protests across the country, about 450 more than were planned in June. A statement from the event's website states since June, President Trump has doubled down. His administration is sending masked agents into our streets, terrorizing our communities. They are targeting immigrant families, profiling, arresting, and detaining people without warrants. Several Democrats are expected to participate, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Connecticut Senators Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, DNC Chair Ken Martin, among others. House Speaker Mike Johnson is slamming the event and Democrats for taking part.
Democrat leaders are going to join for a big party out on the National Mall. They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally. You're going to bring together the Marxists, the socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party.
But independent Senator Bernie Sanders says the rally is meant to do the opposite, like upholding the values of the Constitution and pushing back against what they say is authoritarianism.
No, Speaker Johnson, the No Kings rally on October 18th is not a hate America rally. In fact, it's quite the contrary. It's a love America rally.
Meantime, President Trump tells Maria Bartiromo on an exclusive interview on Sunday Morning Futures he's not a king.
Mr. President, do you think that the government shutdown is all about this rally that's happening this weekend, the No Kings rally?
No, I mean, some people say they want to delay it for the king. This is not a king. They're referring to me as a king. I'm not a king.
Right. Schumer is urging protesters to march peacefully. Most of the demonstrations at the first No Kings rally in June were peaceful, but a handful did erupt into violence, leading to several arrests. Charlie, Rachel, and Griff.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
They were mostly peaceful.
What's your response to the protest over the weekend, the King's protest?
I think it's a joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative of this country. And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for, I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Mr. President, besides San Francisco...
By the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
So what is this to accomplish, man?
Nothing. Just making America Marxist and communist and getting people to rise against authority or whatever, I guess, and so on and so forth. I mean, you lost. It is what it is. Niggas didn't do this shit for Biden, and Biden had us in, I don't know. Biden had niggas to where you couldn't go visit your granny at the hospital, bro, when she was dying. Biden made it that way, right? Biden had to where he was forcing motherfuckers to put shit in their body that's experimental. It's been proven. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Right? But again, man, Trump derangement syndrome is real, dog. That's all it is.
Aaron?
Yeah, it's a bunch of people that get together that are anti-Trump. They just don't want Trump in office. And Trump is doing a lot of what he said he was going to do. And they're pissed off about it. They want him out.
So the No King rally, then I see the time resist. I need a summary, right, of what this all means. So they protested in the streets, right? And then is there a legislation to go behind it? Or are they trying to get him impeached? Is there something they can impeach him for?
No. Again, like you said, a lot of this stuff is funded by extremist leftist organizations, i.e. George Soros and a lot of other people. And that's all it is. It's to try and bring more people into that fold and, already compound these anti-American concepts, bro. Again, people fighting for people to be here illegally is ridiculous, huh? Bro, you can't, if you overstay a visa in other countries, bro, your ass will be out on your ass like the following day, okay? Or jailed until they can extradite you. Niggas complaining about all the money and shit not being affordable and all these different things and so on and so forth, right? And your tax dollars not being spent properly. But at the same breath, you're fighting for illegal people to be in this country, making it harder for you, which makes absolutely no sense in any way, shape, form, or fashion. From a political standpoint, from a financial standpoint, even from a moral standpoint, it shit don't make sense. No, you can't do this. You take your ass to let's say Nigeria. All right, and that visa lasts however long it lasts in that motherfucking visa. They find your ass there over after that motherfucking visa. The police roll up on you, bro. They throwing your ass back the way you're supposed to be.
Aaron, what you think, man? Is there actual, right? Because you guys are more versed in this than me. Like, is there actual political power, political prowess, influence in these protests, right? If it's strictly about Trump and how he's going about things, right? He can't run again. So I'm just kind of thinking, like, what's the substance of it? It's just simply say that we disagree vehemently and we're exercising our right to protest peacefully.
Yeah, it's catharsis. I mean, that's the way I see it, because I haven't seen anybody outline anything.
Did Bernie outline anything?
Not that I saw or know of.
Okay. And
like if they're trying to introduce articles of impeachment, okay. If they want to pinpoint and attack certain legislation, okay. But not that I heard of. It just to me, it looks like catharsis. Get their shit off.
If you had 7 million of your constituents out there like that, would that impact you?
Yes.
In what way?
When you say me, if I were a politician,
if you were the president.
Yes, it would. Even though there's no chance at being reelected, you still would like to think you have the support of the nation.
Well, if that be the case, though, right? You had so many states push back at the, influx of, military personnel or police forces and etc. But he kind of moves forward with it anyway, right? You probably going to ostracize several people, over 7 million people, when you cut benefits. Like, I don't know, if he cares. Like, now, and I guess the point is, should he care?
Nope.
He doesn't care, and I think that's what people are protesting, because that is the mindset of a quote unquote king, someone that cannot be touched or influenced whatsoever. It's the tyrannical approach to things. Fuck you. I'm going to exact my shit and you're going to deal with it. That's exactly what they're protesting, and he don't care.
It's just
Now,
like,
should he is a question that, I mean, he said nope. So,
I mean, I just people don't know how the process works. It has nothing to do with Trump. The fucking government being shut down is not because of Trump. The government being shut down is because Democrats don't want to agree to the fucking shit to sign the spending bill. It's not Trump. Trump is the final say so, and whether or not. So if they had a spending bill, they got it together. Both parties came together, and we said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," and Trump vetoes the bill. Then it's on Trump. But as long as it's stuck at Congress, people are too stupid. I'm gonna say yet again and not pay attention to elementary school fucking what we call that shit, social studies, because it wasn't politics. That's what it was for us, right? In social studies, to learn even the 3 branches of government. How many people? What percentage of the population you think know the fucking 3 branches of government without Google?
Shit, at this point, 30%.
Thank you. So what we're talking about? So you got a bunch of ignorant people that are running off fucking emotion, that are talking about shit they don't understand and they don't know. All they know is motherfucking Trump bad, Trump fault, Trump. And I wouldn't give a fuck because it's 340 million Americans. Okay, 7 million is only like 2%. Okay, fuck them. I won the popular vote. The popular vote, not just the fucking electoral. I won the popular vote by landslide, by a lot. I don't give a fuck about what the 2% care about, bro. That clearly, you know what I'm saying, have a political agenda against me. That's the ops. Fuck them. I don't care.
Okay, that's fair, I guess, and I understand that it goes through the branches, right? Right, there's a process, but aren't his policies essentially holding up the process of signing? So, for instance, if they don't want to sign in a budget because of things that he wants to cut, then by proxy, he would be holding it up, right?
No, because again, the Congress, that's still decided by Congress. Congress puts the thing together. Trump can say whatever he wants or whatever the fuck, right? He can make suggestions and he can whatever. The bill is wrote up by Congress, not him.
Yeah.
He can write the fucking bill up. So again, but now let's get into what it is. I forget who the dude was. He ran down him. They're demanding that we put rainbow training shit for other foreign countries back in the bill.
What you mean?
Exactly what I said. A lot of these things that the Democrats are holding up for, it's like, oh well, it's because of this and because of this. Because I forget, I don't know if it's the House Majority Leader or whoever it was. He literally went down the list and been like some of the things that they were saying they weren't going to pass the bill for because they want, for one, a lot of immigration shit in there, which is again goes against the Constitution, and it's just a whole bunch of shit to where they're holding it up and then you can just always easily say it's Trump.
Okay. So now, when I watch House of Cards, he had his hand in everything. Is that sensational?
The president?
Yeah. Remember Kevin Spacey, right?
Yeah, I never watched that because
before he got outed doing gay shit.
Yeah, with kids too, by the way.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey acted, was a good actor before we heard about all that, right? But the House of Cards was an amazing show, and it seemed like it genuinely represented the inner workings of what's happening. And one thing it saw is don't nothing move, right, based on this legislation and what's being passed without the president having his hand in it.
No, I agree with that to some way, shape, form, or fashion. Again, that's why the House is and the Senate is so important because you're supposed to be an extension. You're basically an extension of the president, and in order for him to get things passed, you have to help him pass it, right? So no, I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I don't think just like he has a say in it, so do the Congress people. This is why people have such a big issue. I personally have an issue with Congress not having term limits. I think you should get 3 total term limits between Congress and the Senate, however it goes, right? There's no way a person should have control over the United States government and the laws being made for over 4 decades now. It's problematic. And this is where we see a lot of these companies get favoritism and they get monopolies and they get all these things and so on and so forth because those people get to line their pockets. I think what congressmen's or congressperson's salary might be 250,000 a year. I think no, that's the president. The president's 250,000 a year. I think Congress is something like 100 some thousand a year, right? There's no way you should be a multi-millionaire as a fucking congressman. You feel me?
Yeah, 100%. Aaron, anything else on this?
No, yeah, I don't think the president has that much say. Shaun of the Fantastic, it's definitely spread out, but it's also too compartmentalized for him to have so much say on any one given area. I think we should not only do away with not having term limits, but we should do away with so much appointments. I think we should be voting for federal judges. You vote for municipal judges.
Yeah.
Why does the president appoint those people? He should appoint his cabinet, and that's about it.
He's a citizen! He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
This is the moment federal agents held a 19-year-old man to the ground outside a Chicago convenience store.
I'm telling them I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm here. I'm legal. I'm born here. So they didn't try to hear none of that though.
The video was filmed after a Border Patrol vehicle collided with an SUV during an immigration enforcement operation. The collision sparked a hostile reaction from the nearby crowd. Yoreli Jimenez, who filmed the video, says she saw federal agents chasing occupants of the vehicle into a Walgreens store.
Get the
Jimenez told CNN she and two others ran into the store to film the incident, but were confronted by agents when they tried to leave. Jimenez and King say he was taken into custody, but released later that day.
I just graduated high school, so they could come from literally anybody, and that's not right.
CNN has reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for comment about this incident.
Any thoughts on that?
They literally told you why the dumbass nigga got locked up. They hit a federal vehicle and ran. This is why I hate idiots, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. You niggas just want to be emotional and mad, bro. Hamp, if you do a lot of flying, right?
Yeah.
The biggest motherfucking federal organization at the airport is who?
The people that do the TSA thing.
No, not even them. Well, the highest. I'm sorry, the highest. I said it wrong. But no, you're right. TSA will be that, right? But customs and border protection.
Yeah. If you go
now,
through
let's say you motherfucking cruising along and you slam your motherfucking vehicle to fucking customs and border protection, and you hop out your car and fucking run. Do you think motherfucking customs and border protection? Just let him run.
No, they're gonna be in hot pursuit.
Thank you. What the fuck is we talking about? You being a citizen or not is irrelevant when you're involved in a crime. You're fleeing a fucking accident. That's a crime.
So there's no ICE racial component here, in your opinion?
No, they told you what happened. The niggas hit the car and then hopped out and ran. What are we talking about here? And then the sad part about it is this dumbass female is purposely talking about he's a U.S. citizen. He's a U.S. citizen. Yeah, he's a U.S. citizen that just rammed into a fucking federal vehicle. Add that part to it. Give the full context.
Maybe they got thrown off because his last name was like Jimenez or something like that. What do you think?
Huh?
I'm asking, man.
How would they know that?
I don't know.
The dude just hauled ass.
Why did they run?
Right.
Why did they run from him like that?
That's why I wish they didn't run. Because Fantastic has a point.
Wait, so they saying they didn't hit a car.
It's fleeing the scene of an accident.
What did I type in to get that video? Oh, here you go.
The language used was there was a collision between us. If they hop out and run, let's flee in the scene of an accident. You can't do that.
All right,
Well,
hold on. Let me play this one. This dude got some commentary. This white boy here.
Video coming out of Chicago is crazy and it's not getting nearly enough attention. ICE agents in civilian clothing jumped out of an unmarked vehicle and grabbed this black man off the street without asking a single question. I don't know how anyone in their right mind could possibly agree with this or defend it. Take a look.
What's going on? What's up with you? What's up, man? What's up with me? I got cameras.
Yeah, this is not law enforcement anymore. It is state-sponsored abduction, and I'm not even exaggerating. When ICE agents can hide their identity, operate in unmarked vehicles, and arrest people without due process, that's not policing, that is tyranny. This is the kind of tactic authoritarian governments use to terrorize civilians into silence. At this point, it's very safe to say ICE has crossed every single moral and constitutional line imaginable. They're no longer enforcing immigration law. They're targeting U.S. citizens, racially profiling people, and operating like a secret police force. Dressing like civilians is a deliberate strategy to blur the line between law and lawlessness. Imagine living in a country where you can't tell if the person pulling you into a car is a cop, a federal agent, or a kidnapper. That is Trump's America. People are being taken off the streets by unidentified men for no reason, and we're supposed to call that security? And notice how they've transitioned from targeting people who they assume are Mexican or not born here to now attacking black people for no reason. The next step are Democrats. This video coming out of...
He's a citizen! He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
This is the moment federal.
Why did he? I guess that's interesting. He asked him why was he running. So if he jumped out of a car that hit them, it would that question doesn't make. Let's see.
Agents held a 19-year-old man to the ground outside a Chicago convenience store.
I'm telling them I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm here. I'm legal. I'm born here. So they didn't try to hear none of that though.
The video was filmed after a border patrol vehicle collided with an SUV during an immigration enforcement operation. The collision sparked a hostile reaction from the nearby crowd. Ureli Jimenez, who filmed the video, says she saw federal agents chasing occupants of the vehicle into a Walgreens store. Jimenez told CNN she and two others ran into the store to film the incident, but were confronted by agents when they tried to leave. Jimenez and King say he was taken into custody, but released later that day.
I just graduated high school, so they could come from literally anybody.
It is dumbass nigga.
CNN has reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for comment about this incident.
Okay, yeah, so occupants of the vehicle.
Yes, then this dumbass nigga play into it. They can come for everybody. No, nigga, why'd you run? Nigga. Why'd you hop out the motherfucking car and run after a fucking collision with a federal vehicle?
Why did they? Yeah, like I wonder why they jumped down and start running though.
Niggas. And they knew shit was going on around them, and they would have had this cover for clout.
I don't know. Did you catch anything different, Aaron, from playing it again?
No, that's exactly what the language is. The vehicles collided. There was a protest, I guess, around there where there was some controversy that ensued, and occupants of the vehicles fled into a store and they were in pursuit. I mean, why run? Stay in the damn vehicle. Stay near the vehicle. Work out the damn accident.
No, didn't they repeal something for the Haitians? There was something.
Oh,
yeah, there was something where the Haitians had like an emergency, like safety from immigration illegal or something like that, but they said it was no longer necessary for them to have this protection.
Oh, I think that was across the board. Anything that gave you special protections under Trump's administration, they got rid of that shit immediately because people were using that as loopholes to to stay here and get around the process.
Yeah,
so
so it was something like that. It was like the Haitian they no longer had a need for this protection. So it was kind of like rolled back or this whatever the proper terminology was. But it's also interesting, man. So this one. Yeah, that's what it was called. Hey, temporary protection status. It got repealed.
Get them out of here. Yeah, get them out of here.
Yo, you know they might mistake you for a Haitian in Florida, right?
Hey, go right ahead.
Huh?
Lock me up, please. Please lock me up. Please.
Why?
I need that check. I need that check like a motherfucker.
Damn.
Do me a favor. Repeat that to me. Say sock passe.
Sock passe.
Nah.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I don't know, bro. I'm kind of tired, but I'm just
Haitians ain't that tall, bro. Haitians, like, you know, they got French in them, so they ain't really that tall.
You know, I look
And
at
they
these.
skinny.
What?
Yeah.
Top of the morning, fellas. What they are not paying attention to as we speak, this country is in a drug war with Venezuela and its government/cartel. This is why ICE raids are important. It's not about racism or democracy. The Bet Life in the building for the first 20 ball of the day. Didn't fit. Zeke, what up?
What up, buzzing, bird flipping dozen. Holla at your boy, you thought your cousin was.
To my brother Ezekiel Ben Israel, who gets the 5. This might be risky memberships, man. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain.
Perfect.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. You know how we come across stuff, right? And we'll use a video to make a bigger point. And regardless of how often it's argued that, yo, this is the minority and whatever the case is, it's always kind of articulated like we continue to give them cannon fodder, right? Ammunition to paint the negative stereotype, right? Like we use one video, let's say a single mom, right, doing the stereotypical single mom shit and say, see, this is the what's the proper terminology, Aaron? Stereotype, right?
Stereotype.
This is the stereotype. Here it goes again. And at a point, you like, God damn, how many examples are there, right? Like, even if we continue to say it's a minority, it's hard to tell because you got so many examples, especially based on the algorithm, right? That makes sense?
Yep.
So let's look at this. Does that pertain to everything at this point?
I really don't believe in algorithm shit, bro. Again, like I said, y'all niggas just taught me what a For You page was, and you see what mine's about. But I get constant shit. You know what's booming right now, Hamp? Black women acting the ass on flights, on airplanes. Niggas fighting in airports. I don't go searching for that shit. I don't go looking for it.
The algorithm thing is interesting. It is twofold. It's the stuff you like and the stuff they put in there.
Yep.
What's popular. So that's what I'm saying. So it's the stuff you like, but then the stuff that's actually trending and popular.
Yeah.
So when we keep seeing these things, because like I said, it's not just black people liking the fight and shit. It's everybody, right? It's chaos. It's entertainment. It's whatever. And that's what I'm saying. I can't put the algorithm on a lot of this shit, man. It's just the fact of the matter that it picks up because it's popular.
It's enough people clicking it.
Yeah.
It's enough people clicking it for sure. Like my algorithm has the stuff I watch, then it has a bunch of bullshit though. You know, now here's my not retort, but what do you think about this? I don't know. I would assume I seen you remove yourself from the groups that they be putting us in to send videos and shit. Now I got like, you know, I say 9+. That means you got so many messages. It's mad videos, and if I click it, now does that count as in my algorithm?
Oh yeah.
No, go ahead, Aaron.
No, I would say yeah, to a degree. I think your algorithm is shaped by what you search, but also by what you click, because you can easily scroll by and click something else. So there is a way of measuring interest based on what you click.
Yeah, should be just looking crazy. Like you'll stop for like 5 seconds. What counts as a view, right? What counts as an impression? You know,
Right.
that's the other thing. You don't have, like, let's say you get distracted, right? You scrolling and you stay there. Now you got an impression on that thing that you may
Right.
never have, you know. So it's definitely an equation, right? Obviously, you affect your algorithm, and there's stuff that gets inserted in there, right? Even ads, right? People
Yeah.
are paying for ads, and so they oftentimes get misplaced, right? They'll say you'll have a target market, but if you don't target it all the way down, it's going to target men between the age of 18 to 65 in these states. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens, you know? Why you say that? Did something happen? You two having a problem or something? Yeah, no. I'll see. Well, I guess, Mr. Fantastic, when we're talking about that, right? I keep seeing a lot of stuff like this. And I'm trying to figure out at what point do we accept it the same way we accept the other stereotype shit. And I haven't even watched this all the way through. But let me see.
Camaraderie, the being part of, the numbers, the safety. And in that time, we trained to be race war, we trained to shoot guns, and they basically tell me after all this is all done that God chose me to be one of the angels that ruined Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm now an angel for God. This is powerful. Like, I'm learning what the adults know now.
Frank quickly rose through the ranks and became head of the Philadelphia chapter of the Strike Force Skinhead Gang.
I was a violent human being. I was the most evilest, fucking diabolical person you've ever met. To break it down, people like me were egomaniacs with no self-esteem. That's what makes us fucking violent. It was the...
In fact, Western civilization in general is under a full assault. A lot of statistics are saying that the whites are going to be a minority here in this country. Our stance has been that we'd like a homeland of our own for white people.
He says his movement is growing. Partly, he says, because of Donald Trump.
A lot of the things that he was saying, build a wall, stop illegal immigration, bring back American jobs. He was saying things that could have been right, a lot of things that were right out of our playbook that we've been saying for years. We've been kind of on the fringes for a long time, and with our talking points finally appearing in the White House, nationalism has become more mainstream. We feel that the white race in general, in fact, Western civilization in general, is under a full assault. A lot of statistics are saying that the whites are going to be a minority here in this country. Our stance has been that we'd like a homeland of our own for white people.
He says his movement is growing. Partly, he says, because of Donald Trump.
A lot of the things...
When I'm not here and you speak to your friends about me, would you use some of these words about me?
No.
Would you call me a sand nigger?
Maybe if I'm drunk.
And if I told you that you calling me those words hurts my heart?
I'll do my very best not to use them.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because?
Because I respect you and I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Why are you nice to me?
You've been completely respectful to me. I actually consider you to be a friend.
When I'm not here and you speak to your friends about me, would you...
These are my lyrics. I wrote these. The chorus ends with, "We'll drown the mud," as in mud race, as in people who aren't white, in an ocean of blood. And there literally was an ocean of blood in over the 7 years for like how many people we beat up and how many people we hurt. And who knows how many people have been beat up and hurt since then because of this song. Centurion was an audio incitement to violence. These are my lyrics.
So that's my dad.
Oh, wow.
And that's me. People who represent what you represent made a 6-year-old child feel hated and unwanted and unwelcome and ugly. the movement that you are a part of has this type of real life effect on people like me? How does it make you feel?
Uncomfortable. I don't like it.
So that's my dad.
Oh, wow.
Because it bothers me to have to say that to you.
So today, Brian Culpepper would not deport me?
I would not.
And why not?
Because we've become friends. There's just got to be a way to try and bring both sides together. We're spending too much time talking at each other and not to each other. Because it bothers me to have to say.
Do you think there's going to be a race war?
As far as I'm concerned, it started already. Charlottesville was probably the spearheaded battle.
You feel that?
I do. I think they're testing us to see what we have. How many of us? How willing we are to march in through the valley of potential death.
Do you think there's going to be a...
I met neo-Nazis.
Jews and homosexuals, they should be exterminated, every single one of them.
History will decide who is superior.
Men who say they've lived lives of racist violence.
Prepare to burn. You've attacked our people, and now it's your turn. I've hurt people horrifically with my bare hands.
I've been to prison. I've kidnapped people. I've harmed people. I've done things that you would think I'm insane.
I met neo-Nazis.
This shit is easily prevalent, right? And we seriously, and we call this part right extreme to try to dismiss it. You know, they just being candid. We've had white people come up here and be candid. We had a white dude lose his shit in the Discord, and we won't even nothing even happened to him. Just being candid, nigger this, monkey that, etc., etc. Y'all are good for nothing, etc. Like going all the way in, and nobody even said nothing to him. We taking this country back. Y'all ain't worth nothing. Literally in the Discord, we had a white man say repeal the 13th Amendment. Right? He just never showed his face. You know, if we look and see videos, right, with single moms doing single mom shit, right, and we've been able to pull these videos up, especially ever since the passing of Charlie Kirk. Like, do we just accept this just how we accept that other shit? Like, why do we still be in denial about this shit and how prevalent this thinking is?
Okay, so all right, so the problem with the single mom thing and the the racist ideology thing is that provable numbers, right? So clearly a woman posts herself with her kid and she calls herself a single mom because a lot of single mom content now are the single moms, right? So that's factual. This again, and I understand, your approach.
Let's break it down.
The white supremacist, racist white person. Do you think that? Well, and I understand everybody's racist. So so if everybody's racist, okay, but we're talking about the evil racists. Let's say that the people with ill intent or malcontent. Is that fair? It's a separation. Because even if you're racist against a person, being in you put your race first, doesn't mean you want harm to come to those people. Is that a fair assessment?
Say it one more time.
So even if you're racist against another group or any other group of people other than yourself, meaning that you're just simply putting your race first, if you had to make a choice or so on and so forth, and no one gets hurt, that's different from a person that's like, hey, I hate that group of people. I hate that group of people, and I want to see harm come to those people. Is that fair? That's a fair assessment, correct?
I'll accept it.
You can be racist without being violent and evil content.
Yeah.
So what portion of white people have evil content against black people, would you say? What percentage, if you had to get one?
To want to do physical harm?
Yeah, that want to do something, that want to see black people hurt or worse.
Well, hurt in what way?
Physically, like to where not,
Like
you know what I'm saying?
physical
To where
violence and harm.
yes, like they want to, they
Hard to
wish
quantify.
they wish harm to you.
You know, yeah, I think that's pretty hard to quantify. Oh, now, that's what I'm asking. Which harm are you saying? Physical violence.
I'm saying, yeah, something that would change your life forever, and you not be able to operate as a regular person, or you like, hey, I ain't talking about just like, you know, they want to punch you in the face. They want to physically do something to you. That's what I'm talking about. At least, you know, actually impose their force against you is what I'm talking about. How about that?
I just don't know. I think ability comes into play for me.
No, not ability. It's an urge to. People got an urge. It's you know, little fellow Federation niggas be the first one that want to do something to you, even though they know they can't. I'm talking about just sheer desire.
If you saying if they could, they would. Thank you. If they could, they would. 70%.
70%.
If they
just
could,
based
they
off
would.
of race alone, and race, strictly race, not like hey,
people
that's a
don't
black
have
person.
People don't have capability, right?
I got you. I agree with that premise.
Because here's what I'm saying, right? Black fatigue, right, was all over the news, right? We talked about this, that, how much people are sick and tired of niggas, right?
Yeah.
And so people weren't gonna lose their jobs, right? Lose their livelihoods and all that, right? If there was
no consequences,
then I'm telling you, people because I'm just thinking about all the conversations we had, right? They see us all as the YNs, right? And they sick of niggas shit and saying, yo, go the fuck back to that. Well, that's the old shit from the 90s, right?
Yeah, I got you.
You had a pastor, right? He got 100,000 subscribers, you know, on Twitter. And he says, yo, black people should practice what happened in the book of Deuteronomy to the YN. Stone them to death until you wash out that demographic of black people. And so you just seeing all this stuff, and you got other white people who are probably passive and not aggressive nodding. So if they had the capability without consequence, based on everything we've ever talked about, the lady got $1 million in 3 days for calling the little black boy a nigger. I'm looking at all that, and if we say if they could, they would. That's where I'm getting that number from.
Okay. All right. Well, I still don't think it's that high. I think 70% is extremely high.
Okay.
At most, I would give you, let's say 40. I would say 40. That's the way. And we're saying strictly based off race, not you being a piece of shit, actual piece of shit human being, and so on and so forth. I see a black person, I want to hurt them. I think 70% is extremely high. Right.
Okay.
I think that's high. But hey, you know, you're you on me.
Well, 40%, right? Oh, go ahead, Aaron. Because
black people being 13% of the population, 40% of white people is a 1-to-1 engagement of white people.
It's even greater. It's even
more, right?
Even greater. Right there, you go.
Damn. So it's like you only need 40%.
You only need 20 or 30%, right?
That's actually
1-to-1
dynamic, yeah. And that's the thing with that, because the could I would thing, right? And I'm considering everything that you've put in front of me, Aaron, all the shows we ever did about people just tired, the divisiveness that every time a situation happens, like Carmelo Anthony, from OJ to Carmelo Anthony, every time you see it, the divide is stark.
Yeah,
you know. And so when we say if they could, they would. I'm telling you, bro. They be watching this shit on the news and say, I'm sick and tired of these niggas.
Well, I say the same thing, but I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. So I think that's why I think it gets kind of slippery, because they really do see us all as YNs, which I've had conversations with people as to where, you know, that's definitely not the case, right? Mm-hmm. But if they see us all as YNs and we use that, I could understand it. But I don't think most people do that. I think most people see a person doing crime and they're like, get that fucking criminal out of here. Now again, you have that. I remember you showed the clip here you're talking about, and the Matt Walshes of fucking society that want to push this fucking racial divide. Those pieces of shit, yes, though they're going to take advantage of the ill-informed, the uninformed, and the fucking weak, right? The people that wish they could do something that they feel powerless. And I think that's why that rhetoric is extremely dangerous. But then on the same side, for us, it's the same thing, man. Race soldiers, and we gotta start the revolution. Like you just said, bro. I think 20% of white people is equal to 100% of black people. Like, what are we talking about here? You feel me?
Well,
like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
But when we make the consideration based on the assessment of what we're assessing, I'm saying, yo, we got to stop. All white people ain't that. Look, this is what it is, right? Even if if I agree to your 40%, Aaron's point, like, trumps our numbers. Like,
I got you, but like I said, that's hypothetical. I know I can't say I know for a fact.
Yeah.
To the information that we have and the representation that they have and so on and so forth, even within the prison system, the skinheads and those guys are extremely, extremely small, right? That's always been the case. And that's how and why they've been preaching the same message for probably before our lifetimes, but it's definitely during our lifetimes about, the white people rising up and taking back their land, which has never happened. And in the same process, we've seen it, their numbers decline and other races, get more prominence in this country. So I think it's just cope for people that their only value is their race, because they believe the rhetoric of quote unquote white supremacy when they're piece of shit human beings. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing they got. That's the only thing they have the grasp onto. So that's why they such crash outs for it, because they're not accomplished. They're not intelligent. They're not accomplished. They're not any of these things. They put a motherfucking, a swastika on their chest or their forehead or some stupid shit. And now, that's what they have to cling to for identity.
But that's the thing. That's all you need, right? Belief, right? We had crusades over belief, right? They don't believe what you saying. They believe that they are the superior and something should be done. He said out his mouth, Charlottesville was the beginning, right? And Charlottesville was what cars running, right? Somebody ran over some people and all that. And that's the beginning of the war in his head. A belief is stronger than shit. Things that people actually seen. Like, people always ask, like, how you know God's real? What people do in his name make him real enough? Let me show you this, right? Oh, go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
No, I was just say belief is dangerous enough, but belief plus recruitment becomes detrimental. These people with beliefs, they go recruiting other people, and that belief becomes cancerous. That's my issue.
And that's the thing. When you got Matt Walsh, did you watch the barbershop thing with Crowder? Right?
Yeah.
Just these things are permeating through spaces.
Right.
I was watching Captain Tazariak. Did you see him? He's on that like kids show. This like little weird kid. His name's like
the little foreign guy. The foreign guy.
Yeah.
And then they're saying is, man, how did they sit through this guy being a joke? Captain Tazariak, when he was really, and I'm not even saying this because I have an implicit bias. He was washed just having a conversation, like with the linear logic. It wasn't even close, but he was a joke to them. Let me see how this.
Were sent over a period of 7 months. Firings have already begun, including the one-time president of the New York State Young Republicans. Thousands of disturbing text messages between members of the GOP's political organization were leaked to Politico. The racist and hateful messages were sent among leaders of the Young Republican National Federation, a group of some 15,000 members between the ages of 18 and 40. It involves members from 4 states, including New York. Some of those text messages discussed an upcoming leadership vote and suggested political opponents should be put in the gas chamber. Another message read, quote, "Gas chambers don't fit the Hitler aesthetic." Additionally, some members referred to Black people as monkeys, watermelon people, and used the N-word repeatedly. The texts even go as far as a suggestion to rape their enemies, adding that it would be, quote, epic. During an appearance on the Charlie Kirk show, Vice President J.D. Vance downplayed exchanges.
But the reality is that kids do stupid things, especially young boys. They tell edgy, offensive jokes. We're not going to allow the worst moment in a 21-year-old's group chat to ruin a kid's life for the rest of time.
About 2,900 pages of chats show a number of those involved are already working in government or hold political jobs. The Staten Island Democratic Party condemned a Republican from there implicated in the messages.
This is all offensive insulting, and disgusting, and it has absolutely no room here on Staten Island or in our country. It's un-American. It doesn't represent who we are as Staten Islanders.
The people who made these vile comments should be out of a job and never allowed to work in politics again.
Peter Junta, the former president of the New York State Young Republicans, has been fired as chief of staff for New York Assembly member Mike Riley. In a statement, the board of directors of the Young Republican National Federation said in part, quote, "We are appalled by the vile and inexcusable language revealed in the political article," adding, "Those involved must immediately resign from all positions within their state and local Young Republican organizations." And the New York State Young Republicans website has been taken down. We have actually reached out to them, but we're still waiting to hear back.
See, these some like what middle class white boys mad about nigger this, gas chamber that. I would do something homosexual to them. The fuck, Mr. Fantastic. These ain't the. You see what I mean? These ain't the extreme. These are people that are working their way up the political ladder. Calling them kids, they what 23, 24, 25, 26. Come on, that's all I'm saying. This shit just like, yo, but we gotta stop acting like, yo, like, nah, it ain't, yo, it's a lot of them motherfuckers. Just like we do with the other one video to prove a point, this shit overwhelmingly proves the point.
Yeah, I'm like, fire them. I don't think they should be working, especially in the capacity of politics and, you know, representing anything on a state or federal level. If you've been proven to be, you know, engaged in that as they said, vile language in what's the name of the thing. As far as the kid things go, we do the same thing for college football players. HAMP, just saying. So if they not kids, we can't call Shadur Sanders a kid. Everybody was calling him a kid when he got fucked over in the draft. I think what Shadur 24, right?
No, Shiloh's, yeah, 22. 23.
So 22. So again, if again, just keep the same energy, man. Again, I just don't. I'm all about, if it's one way on one side, it should be the other way on the other side. So if we're gonna eliminate them being kids at 21 and so on and so forth. Hey, everybody's grown as man. That's my theory.
Yeah.
I can catch myself and keep from saying that they're not kids. You're an adult. You may not.
I say it too. I say it too. I say it too.
But, you know,
yeah, I'm not overcorrecting on Vance saying they was kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I speak the same about even my kids. I say that when my boys come up here.
Yeah.
I even say, boy, they got their own kids, right? But I just see them in that way. But I was with them when they were kids, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand that. And then, but this is mixed company from what I'm gathering. There's 30-year-olds in there. There's 40-year-olds in there. You know, but. Yeah, the kid thing is consequential. We know that they are adults, right? You know, and depending on your capacity, right? There's different like everything's not fair, right? So if I'm like, for instance, people ran for like student government. What was that shit called? SGA. You remember that? And like college and high school, especially college, their decorum was different, right? They always held themselves to a different type of standard, right? The SGA president, right, he wouldn't be acting how we was acting at a party as a member of Omega Psi Phi, right? You don't got that type of grace, like, you know, because your goal is something different, you know, and therefore your accountability, right, raises up because you have a different expectation, which is life, right? That's not unfair to say, you know. So in this group, gas chamber, monkey this, I'm just saying, let's not act like we can use these one videos to prove the point for the greater populace. I mean, interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Excuse me. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Key with the $2 says, what about the Young Republicans group chat? Okay, that's what I just showed, right?
Yep, spot on.
All right, so
When I'm traveling. When I'm traveling. When I'm traveling.
Brother. Here we go.
Yo, you there?
Brother.
You know I'm here.
Yo,
Exactly.
man, so yo, let me tell everybody the backstory. You heard? Salute to the 300 people in the building. Please support the stream, hit the like button and all that. You know, he sent this to me, Aaron, last Monday. Last Monday about this, you know, and we're looking at the representation of the black church. This shit is diabolical, son. Because if we stick to the premise, 6 single mom videos equal the single mom populace. 6 niggas in the shootout, niggas shoot out, right? That's how it works, right? We don't get them white boys with the swastika and the white boys in that group chat. That's all
boy.
of y'all, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So I just want to make sure we stay consistent. All right. Should I show your man's first?
Nah. Show this first.
Save him for last.
Set the tone. Set the tone with this.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Pastor Jennings, man. Shout out to Pastor Jennings.
This brother, Jesus.
You got preachers now. They got the first man. That's right. The first man. They got their boyfriend. Some man they done did a fake marriage with. They said that's the first man. And you got dumb, ignorant, hell-deserving people. That's right. Sitting right there and talking about they going to church. You're going to a male whorehouse. That's right. You got preachers now.
Hold on. Let him. Hold on.
That was it. That was it. Shout out to Pastor Jennings, man. You gonna bust, as they used to say back in the day, you gonna bust hell wide open.
Yo, this shit be crazy, son.
This is why straight black men stop fucking with the church, Hamp. This shit is literally blasphemous. Everything about this shit is wrong, man. I understand it, and niggas be trying to excuse this shit, and no, fam, no, bro.
Yo, I ain't even listened to this one, but I just want to see if y'all remember this, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
I'm glad you said it. Hold on. How about this shit? Hold on, Hamp.
Go ahead. You go.
Oh no, play it. Hold on. Let me see. I think it's going. I don't know what it's gonna be, but if I bet money, I think I know what it's gonna be.
Nah, you probably got something different because I kind of did it this morning. I've been traveling all weekend.
Well, do you know it's not that. Yeah, he definitely burning up right now. You remember the I'm Delivered guy?
Yes.
How about he a pastor now?
He is.
You heard what I said?
He's a pastor.
I gotta find it. That's what it was. I knew it was something I was forgetting. I gotta find it. Him. He's a Hemp. He a fucking pastor.
That's crazy. Damn. Find it.
I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man, but this thing I'm gonna fight. And I want you to
Go back, Hamp. Go back. Pause it when they start cheering and they show the audience.
Okay.
I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man, but this thing I'm gonna fight.
What you see in there, Hamp?
Women. You can hear them. The voice.
Man in sight. This
nigga
got a dead skunk on his head. Talking about I'm not a perfect man, admitting to fondling boys.
Admitted it though.
And the women cheering. They sons, this they nephews.
He said, I remember when this first happened, my brother was saying he was in there talking about my name is Bishop Eddie Long, but y'all can call me Long Eddie. This shit crazy, son. yo, you can't.
Nah, man. No. He said that.
No.
Oh,
My brother said he said.
Listen.
Bro. Yo, this shit crazy, son. Hold on. Oh, you got yours? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Look, you thought, yeah, if I ever lied to you, bro, we like brothers at this point.
Oh
Have
my
I ever lied to you?
God damn, son.
He's a menace.
You can read. Aaron, you probably have the best motherfucking vocabulary out of all of us, brother. You read what that said. Minister, doctor. I don't know about the doctor shit. Ain't no way. But the minister.
Minister Dr. Andrew Chad Caldwell.
Y'all want to see him preach? Let's see him preach, man. Let's see him preach.
Come on, begin to give God some praise.
What?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Come on.
Every time this nigga say Jesus, the S lasts for like 10 seconds. Lispy as hell.
There's no PH in here.
Come on, the Holy Ghost is in the room. Open your mouth and begin to give God some praise. Thank you.
I can't, man. This is why black men ain't fucking, man. We not, listen, man.
Let me show
This is.
We're gonna get back to that. Let me show y'all this.
We're under the blood of Jesus, so we can't shoot and stone people like we used to. All we have to do is repent, and God will forgive us and take us where we need to be. But I tell you, man, if it wasn't for the blood, there'd be a whole lot of us being stoned and being in hell right now, but over the tide. But for the blood of Jesus, we'd be doomed. I mean, I thought about when we first built the dome, I wanted to put some of those little moving bars and give everybody a little card. They stick it in a little computer slot. And if they were tithing, beautiful music would go off. And, welcome, welcome, welcome to the world dome. But if they were non-tithers, the bar would lock up. Red and blue lights would start going, a siren would go off, and a voice would go throughout the entire dome. Crook, 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 crook. Security would go and apprehend them, and once we got them all together, we'd line them up in the front and pass out Uzis by the ushers. We'd point our Uzis right at all those non-tithing members because we want God to come to church. And at the count of 3 Jesuses, we'd shoot them all dead. And then we'd take them out the side door there, have a big hole, bury them, and go ahead and have church and have the anointing. Aren't you glad we're under the blood of Jesus? Because if we were not under the blood of Jesus, I would certainly try it. If you
This
take
nigga here, man,
the tithe correctly, it's impossible.
Yeah, that shit.
This is my first time ever hearing this. I thought he was wilding with the jet. I thought he was wilding with the jet shit, but that sounded like he said that in church. Was that
in church? Hell yeah, in church.
In the background laughing.
Yes, they didn't know what to do after he said he would do that.
Bullshit. Hey, he would have been. Hey, this is Sparta. I would. Hey, nigga, listen. The Lord has
Uzi.
My life.
Shoot them all dead, bro.
Hey, what if you didn't pay your tithes that week, Hamp? Nigga, you talking about me, nigga? That's a threat. I took it as a threat. Why you beat Pastor up? Hey, nigga, you talking about
yo. He said, yo. It would you put your card in. If you a good tither, it would say welcome, whatever he said. If you a bad tither, it'll call you a crook, and you get lined up, shot with Uzi, put in a ditch.
That's hell. That's worse than Holocaust.
Yo, this shit, and this one popular. We thought this shit was cool, right?
First of all, for a quick moment, I want everybody to remain standing quickly. How many of y'all really received something from the word of the Lord tonight? Listen, when you study scripture, you will notice that whenever God did something in the lives of the patriarchs of old, the patriarchs would pause, they would set up an altar, and they would offer a sacrifice. I asked each and every one of you how many of y'all received something from the word of the Lord. Everyone in this place said these words, I did. Because of your acknowledgement of what God did in word, there is an obligation that is attached to that acknowledgement. In biblical days, they offered livestock, grain. That was a type of currency. I'm just saying, for at least 1,000 of you in the building. And this is simple. I'm not going to challenge you the way Bishop did, but I know that there's 1,000 individuals under the sound of my voice that can do what I'm about to challenge you all to do. This is simple. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge will be $20,000. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge you all to do will be $20,000. Now, for those of us who are on the dais, I'm taking you higher, so put it back. I'm a strong believer that leaders lead not only in time, not only in talent, but also in treasure.
How many of them tight they got up on that stage?
Listen, hey, you can't leave. You got to pay $100. You on this list?
Time, talent, and treasure.
Yeah,
I was caught a long time ago.
I see at least 3 people I know on blood pressure pills and motherfucking diabetes, brother. Instantly, brother. They need that $100, brother.
Eat that bread.
Go that it costs to sit up here. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant.
Fuck you, oh shit.
There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the, take your phone and stick it on the bucket.
Close the doors.
Hey, man. People don't understand that. That's why Jesus flipped the damn tables over, man. Niggas don't even read. They don't understand the scripture and stuff behind this, bro. The church was never meant to be this big profitable institution, dog. That's not what it's for. But for niggas, it's that and the brotherfuckers, man.
Shit crazy, man. Have y'all seen?
Oh, Ham, you missing the best one, man. Come on, Ham. What we doing?
Hold on. I'm just running through mine. I'm just running through the ones I have. Hold on. Let me see. No, let me play this one.
Oh, you already beat me to it.
Yours look. Hold on. Yours look.
You wearing a nightgown?
Oh man, that's the rope. That's the garb.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
get the No, he's saying so. He hold on, let me play.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming? I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming? I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming? I would have.
He talking about Jonah?
No, he talking. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Ain't no reason to talk like that.
Like that. Oh, look here. Okay.
Just recently today, I've heard from 2 other victims that.
You want this? You want the other one?
It's just a lot to talk about. That experience.
You already did it.
I experienced.
It turned out that the individuals he was standing up for were purported victims of T.D. Jakes' less than admirable side. Even though you would be quick to doubt it, considering his background makes it a little harder to argue with. T.D. Jakes was partying at a twerking and rapper event.
T.D. Jakes was hanging out at a rapper and twerking party. What? That Puff Daddy held. He's sitting right there. OTD Snakes.
The revelation of a public preacher attending those gatherings startled even someone who had attended them. There have been rumors about Diddy and TD Jakes, you know. What could possibly be the reason behind a devout man like him attending a sinless party? Not only his bodyguard feels that way, though. There are other insiders in the entertainment industry who tell us he's far worse than he looks. As you can see, they're also higher in one hemisphere than the other. They have personnel on.
See, they're up in another hemisphere than regular too. They're very insulated. They can do what they want. They got people on.
T. Jakes has been working against the typical flow of people in his field for the past few weeks, since the well-known bishop has been involved in some fairly unexpected news. His media appearances have now taken a much worse turn, with reports of his arrest accompanying his name in the press. Actually, though, Jakes is no stranger to the spotlight. At least not compared to most preachers. His church has grown over the years, and he has been close to several successful entertainment industry personalities, which has won him an almost indestructible reputation in society. You know what follows that kind of achievement? Celebrity. Apparently, the man is well known for more than just his sermons. According to recent press reports, he may not even strictly adhere to his own teachings. There are successful theologians in the world, and then there are others, like Bishop T.D. Jakes, who appear to have found a means of bridging the gap between biblical teachings and the entertainment industry, especially the hip-hop culture. In addition to having relationships with a number of well-known people in the Black community and beyond, the man's influence also extends to other countries. But like many religious leaders, Jakes has been under constant fire for his ties to a number of wealthy people that the general public views as dubious. But up until this point, the preacher had always dismissed those accusations out of hand because he didn't appear to give a damn about those he thought were against him. We're learning these days that Jakes may not be the perfect saint that many have believed him to be over the years. You see, the problem with becoming entangled in controversy after controversy in a society where headlines rule the day is that eventually, those issues begin to cloud your involvement in anything you may be involved in. This was partially Jake's story, as people began to wonder if the bishop might not have been completely innocent of the accusations leveled against him. The rage surrounding this fire intensified when not...
You get it.
I don't even like his suits. I mean, everything about that man is.
Clubhouse with the $2 says all these pastors are just reformed pimps, in my opinion. Zeke with the $10 says hit the like or we closing the doors. Turn on the AC now. What it says $20 ain't bad for salvation. Jesus Christ, bro. Yo, this shit is crazy. You can't make this shit up. This motherfucker here. This now, this the contemporaries, right? We've been knowing TD Jakes since our whole life, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Creflo, TD.
Yep.
This nigga. This what he doing in the church.
And this is one of the thoughts I want to end with, if it's okay. Jesus never reached his potential. It don't even have to actually happen tomorrow, but I'm gonna have faith for it. I'm actually gonna build my stamina. I'm actually gonna do something. So you missed it. A bad haircut, especially one that somebody does to themselves, comes from somebody who is not humble enough to submit to the vision of someone else.
Yes, I give you all, love me. And you'll give me all, love you.
Hold on, that's in church. Wait. That last one was in church.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
The fuck?
No, I'm serious. As a pastor, like, so what do you think about gay men? I don't know. Honestly, I wish God would have made it so much simpler and it was like A, B, C, or D, like frick. Syrup all over the communion. Don't care so much. Over the Bible, too. Yo, stop acting like you care about this. I mean, man.
Counterfeiting Christians, by the way, is Satan's primary strategy as an angel of light. He is disguised as an angel of light. His ministers are disguised as angels of light. They want to appear as representing heaven, but they are the minions of hell. And counterfeiting Christianity is a very important enterprise.
And this is
This nigga here, bro. Let me show you. Aaron, you ain't seen this.
Oh, my bad. That's you want yours? This is mine.
Yeah, let me finish with him, and then you could jump in with them.
Mine came up.
The same dude, Aaron, that just did all that shit.
Something, and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear.
No.
And this is where
No.
most people would not face Jesus anymore.
Nigga, don't you do it.
What most people would do
Oh,
is
no,
turn
nigga.
away.
Get the fuck. Nah, nigga, don't. Why?
What I'm telling you is just as he's physically standing here, knowing what's coming, God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand when getting the vision or receiving it might get nasty? I'm gonna say it in a point just like that. Receiving vision from God might get nasty. You mean, God, I just bought, in crazy faith, I just bought my dream car. And now you're gonna ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you, it might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people?
Okay.
What I'm telling you is how you just reacted is how the people in your life will react when God is doing what it takes for the miracle. What are you saying? This man was blind, and what he was trying to do with this man is give him his DNA.
That's his brother, right?
Yeah. I'm not done.
At that point, I'd have been an only child.
For one, this nigga got braid buns.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, what's his name? He got a bang.
Pastors don't say this because they want to be absolute. Well, why did that? I don't freaking know. I know, honestly, I wish God would have made it so much simpler and it was like A, B, C, or D, like frick. No, I'm serious. As a pastor, like, so what do you think about gay men? I don't know. But I do know in the kingdom. They're going to cancel me. I'm not the king. I don't know why he decided to do it like this. I don't know why you're wrestling like that, and I don't know what to do to help you but to stand with you and pray with you, and you're welcome at Transformation Church. Trans is in the title. Transformation. You can be here. Oh God. You want your love here? I want you here. Will I marry you? I can't, not because I don't think you found love. Just as a kingdom ambassador, when I look back at the orders that are in the constitution of the kingdom, I know people don't talk like this because they want it to be black and white, but there's some things on this earth I don't have the answers to. And so when I don't know, I just default. I come sub to the mission. I know people are going to try to make this clickbait and make it something I didn't say. I hope you hear the heart of what I'm saying. I wrestle and pray for all type of people all the time. Because how freaking unfair it must feel to feel something every day of your life and it not line up with the God you love.
Okay, Pete, y'all, Pete. Don't make it hot. Don't make it hot. Don't make it hot.
I'm done with him. This is fantastic. I was in California, came back. It took me 20 minutes to compile all these videos. Now, to be fair, I knew about like the Creflo Dollar one already and shit like that. But I could go ahead.
And I'm here to say how much and I'm here to say how much I love him, how much I appreciate him, and how much his indelible impact has been on the course of my life and my pivots and all of the shifts that I have experienced as a leader, as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a pastor. He took both me and First G, my beautiful husband right there. My beautiful husband right there.
What the hell that nigga say? What did he say now? What did he say? Hold on.
Wait. She ain't know. She ain't know. She didn't know.
People really don't be. He's just a little, he a little swishy. That's old people try to rationalize it. Hamp. They think, the old rules stand up.
Hold on.
They think the old rules still
She said that's not in the list. She said that wasn't in the list. When I said you name it.
Yeah, beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes.
She's like, that's not in the list. Don't name that.
Listen.
He took us under his proverbial and prophetic wings, accepting.
Hold on.
No, fried wings, not prophetic wings.
So he got a first husband.
First husband, bro. You heard what I said? You heard what he said? You heard what he said? Hell, shit. Heard what he said?
This is what this hand is.
It's another nigga too. I don't know who. I can't find his shit. But let's get to the main one.
Hold on. Play it again. I agree. Yo, that hurt her feelings.
Yeah, she like, bro. Listen. Shirley Caesar is like, a staple in Black church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm here to say how much I love him, how much I appreciate him, and how much his indelible impact has been on the course of my life and my pivots and all of the shifts that I have experienced as a leader, as a man, as a father, as a husband, as a pastor.
Indelible impact.
He took both me and First G, my beautiful husband right there. My beautiful husband right there. He took us.
You saw that head shaking the ears on him. Wait, what?
Shit, crazy, son. Crazy, man.
I found it, Ham. I got one more.
Go ahead.
One more.
Damn, yo. And it's more than just the gay shit, right? The other shit don't make no sense either. Right? Even like Michael Todd on his last one, right? When he was talking about the trans thing and all that. He's talking about how he feels, but what he knows is what the Most High said. See, his language isn't exact. You know what I'm saying? And then it blurs it for people. The Most High said, no, that's how I know. How I feel about it is you can articulate that, but even that, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? He got a fucking trampoline in the middle of the church. Go ahead.
Tea time. Did you hear the story about the Miami pastor who introduced his partner as the first gentleman? Yes, he did. Justin Jones is the pastor of the Powerhouse Church of Miami, and rumor has it he introduced Napoleon Leo as his first gentleman. The Powerhouse Church of Miami says that it is diverse and inclusive, welcoming all of God's children, and I like that. Now, I don't follow any religion, but something about this good news makes me feel like maybe I need to go to church. Let's go to church.
Good evening.
And we are here to view the story of Jesus' crucifixion.
Yo, what's with the homeboy in the red pants? What the fuck is going on?
That's the first husband, I think.
What
gentleman? I'm sorry, he not even married to him, so he not even married to this one. This is just his, concubine.
Play it, man.
Your nigga look like a motherfucking sugary bun bee.
How do you feel right now to know our society is finally waking up to welcome all kind of leadership and love? Leave a comment to let me know.
He cooked, man.
Had kids in there.
Had kids in there and men. That one had a substantial number of men in there hopping and jumping around. But I mean, it's safe to assume what team they was playing on. I think.
I guess it's on me.
Yeah.
Listen, this is your reminder to stretch. For the past few days, I've been having some really bad back pain, but I'm so grateful. Whew. I went to the gym a lot more better. So I just want to encourage y'all. Make sure you stretch. Many of y'all don't know, but I used to play football and I studied mixed martial arts, taekwondo, and Krav Maga. That's why I'm so flexible. But go stretch. Listen, this is your reminder to stretch. For the past few days, I've been having some really bad back pain, but I'm so grateful. Whew. Today I went to the gym. I stretched. I was able to get a good stretch in. I feel a lot.
Look at the comments, right? Marley Smoke says, Pastor TD Cakes is wild. Cameron said, I know a deacon don't play about you. Toya Kent said, as an ex-stripper for 10 years, you have total control of the muscles. Queen Fancy said, how can we take religion seriously? And this is what is reputation of God's word. As a pastor, you should have a certain level of decorum and class. This is clearly being perceived as it was meant to be. May God forgive you for playing with his voice and power within he gave you in this you delivery. Bless it. Kazichi says, Pastor, take this down immediately. Pastor C says, when stretching, the body muscles naturally move like that sometimes. So he trying to
get this nigga out of here, man. Get this nigga.
Trying to fucking Yo, Lexi Television said, from body oil to massages to booty cheeks jumping, this page needs an explicit advisory sticker.
Hey, whoa. Hey, stay right there. So hold on, stay right there. So Hamp, remember. So Hamp was telling y'all how this came about. The nigga had a massage page, bro. He deleted the massage page because he went on another podcast and claimed that he wasn't a brother fucker. All right. This man was massaging other men. Okay, as they say, men's, several of them, almost exclusively male clientele, by the way. Hamp, you never had a man massage you?
Nah.
It's same here.
Where the hellies Mel says, mind you, this is my first impression of you. And then Tokyo Vanity says, man, you know what you doing, bye. And girl next door says, hey, so this is insane. Talk your shit, Aaron.
What? Somebody call ICE.
ICE.
I don't know. It's
a broadcast.
I don't. Fantastic. You help me out, man.
Well, I ain't nothing I can help you with, brother. You saw the same thing I saw, brother. And I don't know what's going on with this this playing with God's name, man. I don't know. I don't understand what happened in the black community as to where we allow this. And I actually seen it happen like in real time. Remember it when the what they call it, the ministers of ministry start getting a little too, a little too feminine. The old man back then time, brother, like, no, hell no, he can't be up there. Get him out there. No, he right by the pulpit. No, now we can't play like that. And who taught them in there? They grandmamas and they mamas. Oh, well, he need to be close to the Lord. We trying to fix him. Only thing he motherfucking doing the bending for the goddamn preacher. Eddie Longs. And the TD Jakes and all the allegedly.
But the thing is, right? You look at the priests of the Catholic Church, right? Miss Fantastic. But the thing that's quite obvious is men doing this shit. Fuck is good, like.
Well, I do know this though. The Catholic don't have this shit. The Catholic Church don't have. I think they had one openly person that when they was mad.
It's not open. But what I'm saying is, men are fucking like this is a nigga doing this shit. These is niggas. Like who give a like? Yeah, the women bring them there, but the women are following these niggas though.
But hold on. Ham. Brother fuckers and niggas are no, it's not the same, brother. Come on now. These men are clearly possessed with a demon. Okay, so no, brother, no. This nigga does not represent me, and it's not the same. That's why I told you. Remember, you kept trying to say that shit about the STD stats.
Yeah,
a whole reason why the STD stats is so fucked up on our side because we have an overrepresentation of the brother fuckers, right? And that's why you specifically have they only make a distinction for HIV and AIDS, but they don't do it for everything else.
They don't do it for everything else. No, I understand that.
Yeah, but they're made biologically, but the way they.
But look, conflate this with this shit and the stereotype, the speculation you got about jail niggas. That's why I'm saying nigga.
Speculation. That's not speculation. Jail niggas said it. Y'all niggas finna stop. No, y'all finna stop running from that. Jail niggas and judges and COs said that, hey, these niggas fucking the niggas. Okay. All right. Stop. I only report what niggas that are in that lifestyle and that have performed the thing. Fleece Johnson making a fucking world tour yet again. I don't know how or why, but Fleece Johnson say he ain't never had to take no booty.
Nigga, my father would save me from just about anything. Nigga, there's no fucking way. How you let your kid be run up in a fucking church with this shit going on, son? There's some sick shit. There's some crazy, and this is one aspect. The illest shit I saw though, that nigga wiping spit on his man's face. What the fuck are you doing all that for? Why do you need to be that performative? Not even demonstrative.
Performative. It's disgusting. It's fucking deplorable. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's reprehensible. It's inhuman. It's evil. It's disgusting. Performative. This is bringing me great comfort. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's a very rusty dull hacksaw blade. Keep it in my desk.
What the fuck are you doing?
Source of comfort right now. Performative. Shit. God damn. Fuck.
This nigga done cut it. This nigga done cut himself on air with a just told us it's rusty and dull. Lord Jesus.
No, I didn't cut myself. I'm cool, but shit, don't come near me. That ain't a good idea. Jesus. How does this shit even exist?
Hey man, like I said, the degradation of
saying it's in the name of, man, they're using the Bible for this shit in front of women and children. What the fuck is going on? Black America today.
Again, man,
Where's
like
the
I said,
fucking blowtorch when we need one? I need a goddamn.
the degradation of the black community and culture, bro, again, you know, is allowed by certain things. I saw the elder statesmen of the church, the deacons, the stewards, all these different things on and so forth, push back against this shit, man. And the women, you know, encouraged it and made it okay, right? Again, it used to be a thing. My understanding for a lot of these churches, I grew up CME, right? So with Methodist or whatever, right? A lot of the times the pastor couldn't. It's actually set up. Is all we talk about it, HAMP. It's kind of set up like the government, right? You got boards and shit and so on and so forth. You got the deacon board, deaconess board, or the stewardess, and so on and so forth. And they come together, they make what's the name? You're not muted if you're saying so. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how it goes. As you can see, man, listen. It's an evil world we live in, as we say, man. And y'all motherfuckers talking about what I know about the brother fuckers, bro. Look, all I know is what they fucking show. Don't come to me with none of that shit. Don't, hey, leave your bitch around me. If you think it's something, if you think it's like that, nigga, leave your bitch around me. That's all I gotta say. Don't come to me with the shit, nigga, simply because I look at shit on the internet like everybody else do. Don't ever try to play with me with that shit. But I think the even the definition of straightness, bro, we've allowed that to be tampered with and played with too much, way too much. Straight men don't speak up enough and speak out loud enough about, hey, what's straight and what's not. Anything not concerning a fucking woman, bro, is not straight. All right. Anything motherfucking experimentations or whatever the fuck you want to call it, bro. And like you said, it's just even crazier, bro, that you can now, the church, the house of worship, you know, religion and spirituality is a major part of any society. People don't understand and realize that either, right? Even if you say you're atheist, that's still a belief system, right? So that's really, really, you know, that's really, really unfortunate. But let me see. We got Mr. Williams in the back. Bring Mr. Williams up. See you talking about mine. Hit the link, man, if y'all want to talk about this. I know all y'all church going folks. All right. Got a lot to say. But hey, go right ahead. What's up, Mr. Williams, man? What you got for us?
What's up, man? It's just terrible, bro.
Okay.
I'm my grandfather was my pastor all my life. And you know, he's gone now, you know, he's out of here. But even when he left from his own church back in 2019, I had to walk away, man, because a lot of these churches, man, that's what they promote, keeping the women single and having all this gay shit going around. And I know it's everybody's preference or whatever, but that's not following the Bible. And I just think it's some bullshit. And they keep using religion to tear down this damn community and keep black men out of the church. And I just think it's just really just fucked up, man. It really is. It's disheartening. You know, I just got back into the church last year, but I had to vet my fiance's church. And so once I seen that everything was above board, then I joined. So I'm not going to never tell anyone to stay away from church, but at least if you're going to fellowship, make sure it's above board, man, and if they actually really follow the Bible, man.
Yeah, man.
Salute that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Listen, all of the shit that is going on, bro. Again, and people keep asking, well, how you blaming the women? Well, the women are in the congregation for the most part. I mean, you know, the men have left the church overwhelmingly because of stuff like this. And regardless of who and what you are, man, I think there's still a biblical standard to some degree that's held upheld. And people just don't. Hey, man, one thing you don't play with is church.
Right. You
You
know,
feel
it's
me?
manipulation too. You know, a lot of these pastors, man, they manipulate these women because they can, because they're trying to, you know, follow the pastor. Now anybody can become a damn pastor, you know, and I think it's just terrible. Anybody can come, and then women will follow that because that's what they've been taught since they were kids. So if you got pastor and he's sweet, the choir director sweet, you got all this bullshit going on, and they follow that. And so now we have to try to take that back. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. But we follow trends, and that's what I hate about us as a people. We follow trends. You can make any fucking TikTok, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna try it. We're gonna do it. Just as a race. That crate challenge shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
Breaking legs, breaking their neck, you know, all this shit. Like,
Oh yeah, they was coming down off of shit 2-3 stories high. Yeah, I remember that. Eating Tide Pods and all this other shit.
it's crazy to me. It is just it's diabolical. I can't promote it, and I have cussed out several pastors in my time, in my lifetime, because I'm just not with the shit. I grew up around a lot of these people. And, I mean, it's just terrible, man. And what really changed me was when they started putting ATMs in the damn church.
That's real.
I don't even know. What did I miss?
No, Mr. Williams is giving his take on, you know, the situation.
Yo, Mr. Fantastic, I see the women in there, but they sheep to me. Like they not impacting it. Like I'm not for they sheep. It's these niggas up here perversing the word.
Yeah. And they follow.
Just be clear, right? Because they looking for male leadership, so they lean on these pastors.
Yeah.
But I have to implicate the motherfucker doing the leading, though.
No, I listen. I'm not fighting against that at all. Okay, but what I'm saying is, when we say men, we believe all men are created equal? Hemp? Are we saying that men that engage in activities with men are the same as men that don't?
Hell no.
No, we're not saying that.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. So make the distinction, nigga. These men that engage with men, okay, are the problem. This ain't us. This is not an us problem. This is totally separate. And we do ourselves a disservice when we don't make that distinction. They do every time. How many times you seen Don Lemon lead with his sexuality before his race? How many times you seen any of these prominent people that are on the rainbow side let you know that they're rainbow before anything else?
Okay.
So, straight black men, we have. Mama, go ahead.
Well, that's one aspect, but that's I showed Cash Flow Dollar. I showed TD Snakes with some weird shit. I showed who else? Marvin Sapp. Right? Just the foolishness in the church is these men outside of the homosexual shit. It's bigger than that, right? Because the tithing shit, everybody get caught up in that because they don't know no better.
But
right?
you know what, though, Hemp? I feel like
so that shit kind of run like the music industry, right?
Good morning, Creator. Hold on. Let Mr. Williams finish. What's going on?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I feel like they sweet too. I feel like they 100-pound a bag of sugar too. If you look at their mannerisms, that shit ain't manly. That shit was not manly. They talking like women.
Like see, that's the thing. Creflo don't really have a.
Creflo's a pimp. It's just obvious.
Yeah, he don't have a. His countenance don't say like gay or nothing like that. But
he one of them down lows too. That's how I feel.
Creflo's a hoe.
He might be. I'm saying his countenance don't show him looking like he a homosexual. But I'm saying but I'm saying the perversion. $60 million for a plane. I'm gonna take y'all out and shoot y'all. Thank God Jesus saved y'all niggas. And
Who taught
people
him that,
sit up
Hamp?
there, see himself.
That's
And
perverted.
people sat up there and listened to that shit. Right?
Man,
When
these
Marvin
mega
Sapp was
churches are
telling them
women.
niggas, when Marvin Sapp was in there telling them niggas lock the doors, it's 90% men standing behind the nigga.
Yeah, and some of them you could tell you seen them, and then some of them sat down. If you pay attention, they sat down.
No, that's why I was like, don't lock no door behind me, motherfucker. Don't. You lock yourself in a cage with an animal.
That motherfucker. I can tell you this. You would have let me
will
out this
give what I can
church.
give, but you're
Straight
not
like
gonna
that.
threaten me to give.
I would have took exception. Soon as he would have said lock the door, I would have got upset instantly.
Yeah.
Don't play me like that.
Yeah, right. Got up and walked out, and there somebody said, "Hey, Miss Ernestine, you better move to the side, Miss Ernestine. I love you now."
But yo, look at this. Let me add this one thing. The creator could talk his shit, right? So we gotta assess the entire thing, right? Mr. Fantastic. We said there's something wrong with this shit. We out, right? Knowing that the church is still a stronghold in our community, right? And then I'm saying mad, but y'all catch my drift. And we mad how shit done went. Because we let the homosexual men and the women run this shit. Knowing that he's probably one of the greatest influence in our community. I'm done. Go ahead, Creator. What's popping?
What up with it, Hamp? What up with the Ice Man? Mr. Fantastic. Willie, what up with you, man? So, first off, man, look, if they had awards, bro, before we move forward, we definitely need to award ourselves. And so, Hamp, Mr. Fantastic, congratulations on your coming up. You know what I'm saying? Your upward trajectory, if you will. I didn't know who you guys was, and so now just you come a few times, and then you kind of start to, see everybody's flow. So, mad respect to my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Bouncers don't get out of boys. All right. So first off, that's what this is. So we was talking about Creflo. I'm gonna use him as an example. Okay. Creflo didn't do this by him. Creflo came up under Kenneth Copeland. All right. So if you do your research, you're gonna see that that was Creflo's dollar. That was Creflo's daddy, if you will. So that's why I called him the hoe. Right. So or you see what I'm saying? So the pimp would have been Kenneth Copeland, right? Who slid him right on in to an opportunity, which was the black community, right? Kenneth Copeland already slapping across the world. Oh, but I'm missing this this one part of a community. Hey, let me usher in Creflo dollars. You do your research, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about is true. And most of them go like that. Somebody in the comments said that the AME church, and the CME churches don't move like that. And I disagree. And the reason I disagree is because they are silent. They're a little more like the Catholics in how they move. When we was talking about the priests, the priests are you can say that they flamboyant, but it's internally, right? They keep it all, it's orderly, if you will. It's real strategic and calculated, but they still doing the exact same thing, right? And that system was allowed to flourish. I think what we challenging is a way of order, a way of doing things. So when our kids, I think the fear is when we let our kids out here that they won't be able to decipher if they're not coming up under people like us or dads like us, they're going to have a level of discernment. Other kids won't have that level of discernment because they've already been born and bred that's normal behavior. You see what I'm saying? And so now you get a percentage of men that's fighting something that is usually was, abnormal behavior now being construed as normal behavior. So now it flips. Buka. Now what we talking about is normal behavior now becomes abnormal behavior in a world in where Sodom, quote unquote, wants to move. So ain't none of these pastors up here on their own. They came up under somebody who put them on it was a financing. It was a deliberate, intentional effort for them to move forward to be where they are, which is why they can move the way they are. Look at the world that they in. That's acceptable behavior in the world that they in. If you go into a Hebrew Israelite type of sect, it ain't going, that's not tolerated. You go into an NOI, that's not tolerated, right? More sex, it's not tolerated. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen, right? I can't, who am I? I'm not God, but for the most part, that's not what's taught. That's not the lane that patriarchy type of religion is going down. And I think that's what it is. It's the downward trajectory of patriarchy, and everything man is bad, and everything, we have to be this perfect Superman, and we walk on eggshells with all races and cultures and whatever people want to be, women, men. Yeah, we're not doing that, man. And that's just what manhood is. It's not perfect.
Watch shit, creator. This is normal. This is the norm. This is what we are seeing overwhelmingly, right? We've always joked about the choir director, right? Always. And we seemingly let this shit slide and accept it, whatever the case is, right? We've always done that. We've normalized the stuff that the Bible didn't, right? And we continue to misinterpret purposely. Here's the fly shit. When we start reading the Bible for real, y'all too serious. Y'all too extreme. Y'all too this. Y'all too what? Because I asked you for book, chapter, verse, and you keep asking me for context, and you didn't even know that was in there. That's the truth. This shit is normal. When you start reading the Bible for real, people call you, oh, you're doing. A girl said, I want a Christian man, right? But not the Hebrew though. They doing too much. They study like it's the weirdest shit, bro. This is the norm. What we seeing. I catch your drift, creator. I'm not trying to refute your point. I'm just kind of adding on to it. Like, nah, B, this is actually what is happening overwhelmingly and accepted overwhelmingly. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, right? So you go to church from 10 to 10, damn near. One, my grandma, the pastor. The Bible say about her presiding over men, right? And then two, they speak in tongues like a motherfucker. What does the Bible say about speaking in tongues with no interpreter?
No interpreter.
We've normalized things that don't coincide with what the Bible actually says overwhelmingly. This is just another facet of it.
Yeah, true. And it's been like this for over 20 years.
But Mr. Wiz, I agree with that, and that's what I'm saying. So at some point, we allow church to become commercialized and performative. That's problematic. When, as we all know, that's one of the most important staples of any society, man, of any group. You know what I mean? The Chinese people, whether they Buddhist or what Buddhist, and what's the other one in China? I think fucking
Taoism.
Yeah, Taoism, Buddhist or Tao. Indians, Hindu, all these different things, so on and so forth, man. So once you understand,
the foundation's broken.
Yeah, man. And I think this is why I say, man, there's some battles you just can't fight, bro. Like I mean, the shout out to the Hebrews, shout out to HIs, right? But you see how y'all's reaction is. So, and this is one of the biggest problems and issues that you find in the church. And I remember this: when you ask a question, you were shamed. You were the bad guy if you asked for understanding of a scripture, or you like, hey, well, you didn't say that right. That's that, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. You were never able to challenge, and and what we as a whole people, black people, have a problem with is understanding the importance of challenging something and showing it proof positive, showing it to be true. That's how you know what you're talking about is what it is, because hey, no, it says it right here that this is the case. So why are you mad at me for asking questions or questioning it? You should that's one of the biggest things I like about the Hebrew Israelites. Hey, look, they want all the smoke because hey, it's right here. I'm just gonna back it up with text. Now you get it, interpretations and understandings, and you have a discourse about that. But if you're fundamentally going against something that strictly says it in the scripture, you don't even want to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest issues.
The teaching part is what's lost. Like everybody knows it, or that's just like with HAMP. HAMP reminds me of my grandfather when it comes to the Bible, because he's willing to teach and then make sure that you actually have proper edification. And that's what we don't have anymore. It's rare. Just like my fiance's pastor, which he's my pastor now, he breaks it down the same way. And that's what I respect about him. And I vetted him. Like I want to know background. I want to know about his childhood. as any and everything, but I have got to see it since I started back fellowshipping in an actual sanctuary. And so there are still a lot of them who are actually doing the work. The rest of these, the foundation is so broken, and it's about money, and it's about, oh, I'm gonna. No, they're not walking that. They're not walking by the Bible. They're just not. I don't like the fact that they say, yeah, come as you are, but no, goddamn it, it's supposed to be a standard. That was what the Bible had, was a standard. The church had a standard. Now it's just commercial.
Yo, the truth is too, right? Let me say this, you are. If these churches was biblical, a lot of us would be fucked anyway. That's another thing. A lot of us actually benefit from the fact that it's loose. Let's keep it tall, right? When we see the overt shit, a lot of us still eating bacon, egg, and cheese and all that, right? When we start talking about shit. So that's another thing that we got to be honest about. If it was stringent like it's supposed to be, a lot of niggas would be up on the Summer Jam screen.
Well, hold on, wait. Well, how many stonable offenses were there in the Bible? It's not everything is stonable.
Not everything, but there's stonable shit.
But I'm saying, but niggas like the stonable shit, niggas gotta worry about everything. I don't think you get stoned for eating bacon, brother.
You get put to death for that shit.
You put to death for what scripture is that? I'm glad
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat.
Hey, a lot of niggas gonna be going off that swine.
I'm trying to tell you, boy, that crab boil a killer nigga.
Hey, crab legs good, huh? Come with us.
Yo, it's just an ill equation, man. It's just an ill equation, bro. Yeah, like we see this shit and we accepted it, and I think like, yo, know what I mean? Man, we left it and then wonder why it went awry. We left it to the choir director. You heard? We left it to the women. And now they could say, well, y'all ain't there. Somebody got to teach.
Man, I listen, bro. I think this is the thing, though, Ham. And then the point that you said it, I think people lacks Christianity, or lukewarm Christians, man, as they say. It's safer. It's okay. You don't feel guilty. People want to go to church and just feel like, oh, I'm good with God because I sat in this building for a couple hours and listened to the fucking preacher hoop, holler, and now do motherfucking Cirque du Soleil tricks on a trampoline. I'm good till next Sunday. And then Monday to Saturday, all kinds of debauchery and shit. You feel me? So again, man, that's why I say this shit is crazy, man. But I think they're still in God. So I don't know, right? Because they say God sees all sins the same, but clearly that's not the case, because he had different punishments for different things. And we know, again, the Creflo Dollar shit, super duper fucked up. God didn't destroy the church for playing with the money. He just had Jesus flip the table. Okay. What else? Motherfuckers was drunk and shit, fucking them hoes. All right, God didn't motherfucking kill them right there on the spot. Okay. I think they said only two things: unforgivable, blasphemy against the Holy Ghost, and what was the other one? Like 2 unforgivable sins.
Well, you can't technically repent from suicide.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So those things outside of that, God himself had a intense dislike for the man on man activity. Okay, all right. The first, I said this the other day, and I think I might have said on your shit. I don't know. Maybe I was talking to someone. The first fucking atomic bomb dropped on the world was by God. Sodom and Gomorrah, nigga. All right. Hiroshima and Nagasaki ain't got shit on him. Sodom and Gomorrah said, hey, man, we need them angels up out of there. God said, hold on 1 minute. I got something for you. All right. Dust. Glass. Okay. So again, he spoke about that intensely. So I think that level of playing in God's face, and like you said, especially from the pulpit, bro. I think everybody that's condoning that and doing anything with that, bro, He's gonna have a high price to pay. High, very, very high.
Let me go ahead and ruin this for y'all while we're up here. Isaiah 66:17 out the King James says, they sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination, so shrimp, crab, lobster, and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Damn, niggas eating rats. I didn't like. Damn, I agree with that.
Nah, nigga, and then the niggas eating pork. Nigga, agree with that one too.
I don't fuck with no swine, brother.
You eat crab
every now and again.
All right, nigga. Now and again.
I'm trying to stop. I'm definitely trying to stop. I ain't trying to go to hell over no damn shrimp scampi. It ain't that
good. Yo, it just that shit. I don't know, man. I just look at the pervert. I don't see the fruitfulness of saying the women in the church looking at these niggas like gay niggas, whatever you want to say, bro. It's niggas up there doing the shit, man. Like, yo,
I'm not looking at these motherfuckers like young. Like, I want to have kids with these individuals. I want to build legacies with these individuals. I want that to be my basketball coach, my softball coach, my wrestling coach, my swim. You understand it? It to a degree, again, it becomes just entertainment, right? It has to be, because I don't see those systems being manipulated or utilized. Like, I don't see the people. Maybe the people of those systems are not as flashy in maybe some real world settings as they are in the church or those settings. Like, I'm not going to school and seeing this flamboyant behavior. I'm not going to my I could be wrong. Maybe I'm in a different school district or whatnot, but I'm just not seeing that. Or even work settings, lower end work settings, but certain levels of work settings, I'm not seeing that level of behavior. I'm not seeing that in military individuals. I'm not seeing that in doctors and you know what I'm saying, nurses and things of that nature. I could be wrong. I'm not saying it's not there, but the flamboyant outward, behavior is just not in real society, which is really kind of scary.
What is entertaining about it?
For those that's entertained is for anybody. That ain't for me to be entertained or even you to be in. We're not going to be entertained by that. But apparently all those people sitting in them seats were entertained. They indulge. They giving super chats. You see what I'm saying? Every Sunday and sometimes through the week. So just like Hamp said earlier, even though I don't even believe, let's just say I didn't believe in something. Just because I don't believe it doesn't mean that power is not real and cannot be utilized. That's what's really real in the discussion that should really be had, because they're really taking like everybody takes this power and uses it for however they want to use it. The Bible I'm speaking of, they'll take the word and they can twist it and bend it, and even if it's not your interpretation and it's not exact on what the interpretation is, the excuse is just that. Oh, it's for everybody. I think he was talking to no, that was Captain Kazariak. You brought him up, and he was talking to them little Jewish people, right? And they was really trying to make it like he was on some buffoonery shit, but he really wasn't. He was toasting them and roasting them at every turn, right? And their excuse was to just talk about him because they couldn't refute anything that man was saying. He kept his composure and he stuck straight to the point. He didn't get involved with the coonery and the buffoonery. He entertained some things, but for the most part, he was there to learn and teach the word. And he was scripture, chapter, verse every time. Church is not that no more. They're gonna start off with one chapter, refer to something, and then it goes into entertainment. So that's not even really for us.
They out here starting church, introducing Top G and all this other shit.
That nigga said Top G. He said,
I feel your heat, Aaron. I do, man. That, you know what I feel it is when our kid, when I move on, that's what's important to me. When I'm not here to hold on, don't go over there. Now hold on, we don't want to. You know what I mean? He was talking about all the women that was, he's like, pause him, and all the women was rooting the degeneracy of they brothers and they sons and they daddies and they grandpas, and they saying, hey, I want to mix with that type of man. That's the type of man I want to marry. That's what's really my concern is.
Well, you know what they're doing when they do that? You know what they're doing when they do that? That's like saying, I want a man that's mean, but I don't want him to be mean to me. I want a man that's biblical enough to have enough standards to where I'm safe. But I want to be able to watch. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers in dresses on TV in the house.
And feed that to your kids.
Well, we didn't even bring up that part. You shot the Aaron for saying motherfuckers in dresses. I mean, you know, the whole other part of that is, you know, the Tyler Perry arc, right? He everything with him is God, and this nigga big as me in a motherfucking muumuu dress and a wig. This nigga became a billionaire and off the church in cross dressing, bro. It's a major issue and problem, and I think, like you said, man, bro, you know what I mean? This is what we do over here, but nobody's saying that. Hell, niggas is cool. Where's the uproar?
How dare you? Is this what it like? How dare you even? You know what I'm saying? How dare we even speak on this?
But creator, that's what I'm saying. Creator, that's what I'm saying is a problem, and that's what I'm saying. That, you know, with a lot of these issues, when the men point out the issues, when the men do what the men are supposed to do, the men are the ones that are the problem. If you're saying, hey man, listen, and mind you, you know, gay people need church too, I guess, but you're supposed to be there to try to, you know, change your ways to get out of your iniquity. You don't show up to gay, you know, in January and still be gay next January. That's the goal.
And shit.
You feel me?
Spitting on motherfuckers and shit. Like, at what part do we? Where's the word coming? See, I'm like, boy, if nothing else will push real men to a source, boy. If that ain't what, if that don't do it, boy, it's gonna be real challenging out here. But I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't on. You know, I got a lot of family members. That's a lot of things. Let's just say that I ain't gonna put no particular religion. But man, at that right there was just like, golly, this is what we fighting out here, man. Along the other shit that we got to fight, it's like, boy, you got to really stay sharp and stay on your toes. This is what they trying to do to your kids. This is for the kid. We grown folk, right? We're not going through. No, we cool. We, you know, as adults, you pretty much where you at now. Now imagine the young boys that's just impressed. They young boys, right? Young girls. They don't know. They around this. They think this is normal behavior.
Yo, this shit is. We always say it. Men got to get through men before they get to the women, right? Like that always is it. Like men gotta fight men to get to the women.
Mm-hmm.
It's some sick shit, bro. Like just all of it though. Yep. Like the tithe thing it bothers me. Like, so I don't know if y'all could. That shit annoys me, man.
Mm-hmm.
They want your W-2s and everything.
Hey, hey, Hamp, you can't join these churches, bro, without them doing a fucking like what you call it? A fucking budget.
Down there.
A budget, and you gotta do direct deposit in some of the thing. Now, Creflo Dollar them, bro. Real, you scrunch your eyes for what? Bro, these
yes, sir.
Hey,
these
Creflo,
deposit.
You know they get an app called Biblify.
What?
Where you can send time.
Man, get out of here, man. Stop
what is it called?
No, he's serious, bro. Same with here's the church called Light of the World.
Hack that app, man. Yeah, get that app off of Google and motherfucking Google Play and Apple.
But that's church. That's that system. That's that system of church. Right? They mastered it over hundreds and hundreds of years. They mastered this system of church, of extracting resources. Right? How can I extract resources? Right? If people want to believe in something, then they can. And here's the thing. Tommy Sotomayor was in the chat earlier, and he said that it was that the churches, which they have, been stealing for years. But I'm almost like, is it really stealing because it's voluntary? right? At some capacity, this is voluntary behavior.
Tithely? Come on, man.
They
Stop
got
it,
that
bro.
too, yeah. Got that too.
Lord Jesus,
I ain't
man.
holding my gun up to your head to download that app and send me money.
Yeah, but if you're and let's go back to Creflo Dollar's point, right?
Tithely, this is crazy.
But just real quick, so think this is why it's partially not voluntary, right? It's coercion. If you're telling a person their salvation, post life depends
Thank you.
upon, what I mean, that's extremely manipulative, man. And I think that's one of the first things. And HAMP, I'm glad you pointed this out. There seems to be a clear shift in shelf, right, between the OG hustle to what it is now. The Creflo Dollars and the Marvin Saps are the old guard. We just want your money, want your money, want your money. Now you had the Eddie Long in there. Eddie Long stroke was, but that's extremely rare, right? Now though, it's shifting more to the alternative lifestyle, the extremism, the performative shit, and whatever, and just this thing to where you turning fucking church into a club when the church is supposed to be separate from the secular, right? The church is supposed to separate itself, not become the world, right? So again, man, nobody cares. Everybody show up in church on Sunday, and clap and sing along to the motherfucking swishing ass ministry of music. HAMP, you seen the shit where they was twerking in church?
No.
Twerking in church, HAMP.
Dave, what you mean? Go ahead, see, pull that up.
Fuck, I said. Brother, hold on. You can't believe twerking in church, but you believe you saw the first husband, brother. You saw the first husband.
All that shit we just seen,
You can't
bro.
believe
I'd
they
rather see
twerking
that.
in
You know what I
church.
mean?
Show me. Twerking in church, nigga.
Twerking in church, bro.
You should be able to just Google twerking in church.
I'm on YouTube.
I seen that video.
This is what it is, man.
I
So
seen
that's
it.
why I was saying the patriarchy help of the ones that don't move. You say they don't conform. Even the apostolic, they're not conforming to a degree. The Hebrew Israelites not conforming. NOI not conforming to a degree. It's just still a certain thing. I can't see that. I think that's why I respect them. Is they not conforming, man. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I could be wrong again, bro. I ain't never seen that, bro.
No, it just be weird. It just weird shit. Like, so if we like teaching, right, on the street or whatever the case is, it be like niggas yelling out dumb shit. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all niggas even yelling? Like, what y'all got against? Like, it's just weird to me. Like, I can understand people of other races getting offended or whatever the case is, but it be grown black men that act like they got a problem with some shit.
I think I can speak on it to a degree.
It'd be so real. It'd be so real like this. We'd be outside. The women make more inquiries than the men. So shorty walking with her man and all that, she'll be like, oh, well, like she may take exception, right? But not nothing too overt. And so we say, brother, you mind if we whatever? And then he say, yeah, and he just stand there and she just had a conversation. It just be weird, like niggas be taking a back seat because he really interested, but he's so uneasy about this shit. It just weird, man.
We some prideful individuals, man, and so for another man to come in my space, my block, and it's like when we flip houses, right? We're coming to a neighborhood, and it's almost the neighborhood is offended that we there. How dare we come over here and take this house that's been sitting here and y'all been smoking in it forever, and had the opportunity to do whatever it is y'all wanted to do with these properties, but as soon as we come in, it's not open arms to a degree. It's almost like they shitty. Like, how dare you? Like, we beat them to the punch, or I don't know. There's people just be like that. You opening their eyes to something that I don't want to see. And that's just what it is, man. Shit, I was one of them too, bro. I didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may have been the truth. My father used to put it on me all the time. It's truthful, but like you're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? And shit, slowly but surely, boy, if you live a certain way, you're gonna see.
Yeah. No, I mean that's a good breakdown. I accept it.
That's what we did with spoken word show. We use the women. They're gonna get the men coming because the women coming. So then those the women that love poetry and all of that, then the men are following, then they start, hey man, hey, I used to write, I'm interested. But we would use the women because they gonna come, because them legs.
Well, that's what they doing now in them churches.
There's never no women with us ever.
Yeah, I know with y'all, but at least you getting the interest. That's how y'all starting to reach the men through that. Because what runs us?
I think the words scare people too, man. That word scare people. It do. When you come to people and you come out that word, it's so antique. That's what I said. It's non-conforming. It's not going to conform. It's not what I want to hear because it's non-conforming. Everything else is conforming. I can go to church. If nigga want to wear a dress and his hair purple and red and green and shit, you know what I mean? You can the church. You can find a church that's going to conform to that. But a lot of these other religions that we really should be are non-conforming. They don't play that shit. This is what it is. If you it's the same with them hat people. You know what I mean? They not. This is the way we do things, and I think only our people kind of for some reason get this level of distraction that we want to attain everybody else's culture and shit. Right? We want to adopt everybody else's practices at every pivot, every turn, to be either hip or cool or in the know. I don't know what it is, but instead of just sticking and staying to what it is, right? These are our colors. Let's just stay on what we know and what we do. And I think that's what happened is when we get deterred, we get distracted by the food, we get distracted by certain things. The small percentage of those that were distracted starts to become taint to water to it, kind of, right? It's only a drop of oil in the water, but do you still drink it?
Yeah, I catch your drift. I don't even think it. I think niggas is. Man, we always had this conversation like niggas is cowards or whatever the case is. Like, it be men saying you too aggressive. What? Chill out. What? Take it down a notch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And the thing is, they don't even be talking because when it's my turn, I'm kind of like similar, like up here, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I don't know people. Like when I would be me, Aaron, Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Williams, Motion, Creator, we getting it, you know what I mean? But when we do this show, you know, it was just a little bit more free, right? Because we got an actual rapport. But out there, it's like, you know, I'm like, hey, so what you know, whenever it's my turn. The brothers be going on like that's they stuff, you know. But niggas be like, "Yo, why would y'all?" I'm like, "What you fuck you talking about? You a boy too."
Yeah.
It just be like when the women say it, I'm like, "Oh, I get it, whatever," you know. Yeah. But like, like it's just so it's crazy.
Like, what are you talking to me, like, motherfucker? You're not a man now. We can't talk. You can't conversate. You gotta be soft. We gotta be, we gotta be pleasant.
Karate chop.
I want you to caress them in speech, man. They want you to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just be sensitive, bro. And I said it really is just fear. That's all it is. I don't, fear, and it kind of go back to shit. Even the way that I was, we borderline there. It's a behavior, bro. Motherfuckers be on defense first. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know what you be on. Everybody about energy. Everybody want to win. So I want to win in every aspect of life. So, I don't know. Some black men just don't know. So it's something when you come in as a black man, right? When I talk about how we respect and how we value, how we look at each other. What's the value of you? I used to come to them niggas all the time. I did. I tell them, like, bro, I love what they was doing, but I'm challenging them. They don't even know I got Hebrew Israelite peoples, right? But I'm going to challenge, where are y'all at in this thing, right? Are you just out here doing what you do, or are y'all really building? Where are your schools at? Don't tell me what I shouldn't have if you're not establishing resources or already have those resources in play. And I was thinking that, if you're going to be in our community, I don't want to be yelled at, nigga. What are you doing to circumvent what it is that you're talking about? You standing on these lands right? So that's how I used to be, for real. I'm challenging them, right? And now it's different. I see the schools with a lot of these guys now. I see the food markets, right? I see the intent on education and wealth building, right? I see it's way different than what it was from the OGs now. Now the young G's kind of understand, but they still understand that there's no conformity. You cannot it's not conforming. Like you can't come out here preaching with a pink Bible and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it and rainbow flags and with it just ain't no conformity, bro. And you got to stick to what it is. Weird if that's what your word says, stick to that. Do not conform. If it's those that
hold on. Let me read it real quick.
that conform,
yeah,
they won't last.
Yeah, you can't conform. Free Zone with the $5 says, y'all remember when Creflo Dollar asked his church for $65 million from his church for a private jet? Brought to you by the prosperity gospel, unholy hustle. Hakeem of the 10 ounces. So we know Jesus gave the Pharisees the blues when he was being merciful and showing us the way. I can only imagine what he's gonna do to the pastors when he come back to pass his divine judgment. Yo, I swear to God, bro. I want to be in line, not in line with Creflo and them niggas, but the line next to them niggas. And I hope you can overhear people judgment. That shit would be hilarious, my nigga. I just want to hear that shit. Hakeem, salute, my G. Been a member for 15 months at Matthew 7:15 through 20. There he is.
What up, buzzing, bird flipping dozen. Holla at your boy, you thought your cousin was.
With my brother Darius in the building who gifted 5. This might be risky memberships, man. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain it. Hakeem of the 10 ounces. Hamp, do me a favor and give the people a nice verse about hope in battling the evils of the world and the evils lying dormant in the heart and soul. Hold on, I'm still windmilling a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Let me finish this out, Hakeem. I got you. Nay, what up? Perfect. Salute to my sister Nay, been a member for 16 months. Fat Boy with the 2 ounces. Can you still sell pork or is it off the table? You're not serious, right? You can't even touch it, Fat Boy. You can't even, like, come on, bro. The honey ball says
Shit like that.
Wow. Hey, you got me day drinking from the stress right now. Kindly use some of this money to buy the OG Big Aaron a drink because he looks stressed out like me right now. P.S. Mr. Williams and Mr. Fantastic. Brother. Let me get that watch and chain so I can feed the black community. Rich nigga. Perfect. Golly.
This a bubblegum machine chain, remember? This ain't real.
Hey, get him. That's what
King crazy as hell, man. Salute. John with the 20 ball says, are we surprised though? Perfect. Men against women, father against son, mother against daughter. Hey, when you're right, man. That's a great point.
Sends his regards.
Yeah. You know how I love money.
Perfect. I don't know what to say, man. Did you get the twerk for Jesus clip? Let's get to that though. I seen the swag surf. I seen the walk it out. You know, I need the twerk for Jesus clip, B. I seen them twerk for the ancestors, which was diabolical.
Twerking for the Lord.
You got it, Aaron? All right, Aaron, click it up first. I need to see this, man. All right, now if we don't got a clip, y'all gonna have to apologize. All right. Who gonna say today? Uh-oh. Come. God damn. Come on.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I'm muted. Hound, that was a funeral, Hound. That was at a funeral.
Oh.
You saw the casket? You see the casket in the background?
That's a funeral. Okay, so that's only had. Okay.
Church, brother. Said the church with a body there. It's a fucking church. Respectfully, Jesus Christ, Lord.
Oh.
I've seen that on
That's
TikTok.
even worse. That's even worse. Like the regular church is one thing, but church funeral, Jesus.
You sending somebody off to meet the maker and you twerking?
Play it again. What the? How old are they?
Then they got these old ladies, these grown women.
She about 59.
Yeah, they older than me.
This Sister Janice.
Yeah, they got another one, man. That's crazy. Y'all see the one with the church on stage?
That's Sister Janice and Sister Ernestine, man.
She got greens, beans, tomatoes, hogs, mogs, dogs.
Ugh, yeah.
Get them all up out of here.
Yo, this is crazy. Twerking at a funeral, nigga, is crazy. Yo, you can't. Oh shoot. Hold on.
I don't even like seeing people take pictures with the casket and all that.
Hold on. Niggas is hold on. They might have blessed us. This nigga zesty.
Y'all, it's your boy Camp on Stage, and this video is sponsored in part by DiGiorno.
Thankfully, it's not.
There it is.
It's DiGiorno.
This has been a crazy week in the world. The delivered guy made it all the way to Jimmy Kimmel is twerking in the middle of the church. Needless to say, I was very disheartened. I was like, this is just too much for the church.
That's
What
great.
is going on here? Why is the choir singing and the lady twerking and praise dancers? Just why, Lord? Praise dancers, just why, Lord? Why is the choir singing and
Yo, Pete, you see Duke right here to her right?
Yeah.
He do the thing like this. Like you about to slap the ass.
Oh yeah, he winding up.
Look at this shit, son. This crazy, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why is the choir singing?
Oh, yeah.
Working and praise dancers. Just why, Lord? What is? Needless to say, I was very disheartened. I was like, this is just too much for the church in 1 week. Like, what is going on here? Why is the choir singing and twerking and praise dancers? Just why, Lord?
Yeah, dude in the crowd is like giddy up horsey.
The rapture is happening on Saturday if this continues. But luckily, this wasn't a church. It was a play at a school of Alabama State University. And apparently it was to show how it was a burial of the rival's mascot and funeral. And it was to show how ghetto the other school was. And since nobody knows what the other school is, it just looks like Alabama State University is super duper ghetto. Rapture could have also been coming because people are shmoneying, dancing.
The rapture ain't coming Saturday. That's the Sabbath. That should be here Thursday night. You waiting for it.
I guess when it's not church happening, it's only a building. I guess that's.
Is that a help?
Thursday happy hour. This motherfucker bursting the flames. This whole ball of wax.
There's so technically Acts 17 and 24 does say the Most High doesn't dwell in temples made with hands, right? But that people don't know that he's even in there. So they doing this shit with the understanding that they currently have. knowing that's where people praise and worship, and they agree to do it anyway because that's not the event of that day.
Right.
They had to move the motherfucking altar to have a party.
They gave themselves a out.
Yo.
What's wrong?
Yeah, Pastor Gino's got one. He talking about they got a video of some women in all white that look like the ushers of the. I don't know who they are, but they really getting it in. It's on YouTube too, but it happens. Let's just say that. I'm sure it's a culture. That's what we see. Imagine what we don't. In all these churches around, it's a culture. You got young people in church. You know what I'm saying? And praise dancing is a thing, and you know what I'm saying. So
let me ask y'all though. Hold on. Oh, government 2000. You need to hear that "Drop It Low for Jesus" clip. So what do we do with all this, right? What do we do with all this, right? So Aaron, we seeing what we seeing, we hearing what we hearing. We understand that things are being perverse and misinterpreted on purpose to lead people who are often sheeple, right? We follow a lot of shit without understanding or knowing, right? We don't dive into things to really understand. We usually allow the pastor to lead us based on his interpretation, whether it be perverse or not. But what does this mean in terms of the community in the bigger picture? Or is it more of the same?
It's more of the same, I think. I mean, it's like it. I don't know. I'm still recovering, man. I'm starting to feel like there's no way out. Like, you know me, I've already spoken my piece about the culture, but there's no escape, not even through the word. Like, how fucked up are we?
that sounds like a prison, Aaron.
Well, the man was talking about lock the doors. Niggas are spitting in hands and shit. What's it sound like to you?
Touche, Aaron. Touche.
I mean, when you can't go nowhere, you can't. There's no relief. But I would disagree, and the relief comes in. Every one of us that are dads and providers and men of, again, it don't mean perfect. It do mean men of substance, though, right? You're not going to just come through here and just do what you want. There's going to be some accountability. There are men who are not afraid.
Hold on. My question though. And before I get, I just want to get an answer. So let me show y'all this real quick. I don't know if this counts at this point.
The reunion tour.
And
so they posted this video, and it's Kirk with the Clark sisters, and they're singing I Got the Victory. I can't play the music because of copyright, but just picture in your mind the gospel song I Got the Victory playing, and then Kirk Franklin is doing what he's doing. Now, I want to say this. I feel like, first of all, that I'm like a liberal or progressive type of Christian, if you had to label me. And so I like when gospel music is infused with other types of music, whether it be R&B or hip hop. In general, I like the sound.
Guess we got one. A nigga twerking.
That was disrespectful to me.
Even the lady he trying to twerk, she kind of, you could tell she ain't really with all. But what she gonna do is like Kirk at that point. She kind of just there. But what was my question?
Well, it is Kirk Franklin, and he said he had a problem. He had an obsession with watching, brotherfucker adult entertainment. So,
yeah, he's the gospel prince.
Literally.
What does all this mean to the bigger picture? What we assessing now, right? One of the key strongholds in our community. What are we saying?
We need to really fucking speak up and mean the shit and try to destroy as much of it as we can as men, straight heterosexual men. We have to.
Yeah, man. It's It's gonna have to be to where you know, brothers have more of a approach to this thing and be like, hey, bro, this church is not serving the purpose it's supposed to serve, and it's leading more people astray than it's helping. You know, but again, the crowd, right? The bigger the crowd, the dumber the crowd. The problem is, again, you know what I'm saying? There's so much you can do against the crowd, and that's the problem. People, niggas automatically see it as, you know, if you got more followers, you got more people, you're right automatically. They don't. You're just right.
Well, let me ask. Hold on. Let me walk this down a little bit. I catch your drift, Mr. Fantastic. It's always the few, right? Straight is the gate, but narrow is the way. Many be called, few be chosen. So we already know that that's the case, right? The 1/3, right? Now, let me ask you, Mr. Williams, you said destroy. What does that look like?
We have to not only say something, but do it with actions. The shit that we used to do, these marches with these young guys, all of that shit. We have to have our voice be heard and be louder. Because right now their shit is so loud we have to show the actions. We have to start doing the 100 black men shit again, all of that type of shit to grab hold and take our youth back. And I think that's pretty much what it is. Us, like you said, a few of us have to grab as many of these young guys as we can to actually show them this shit. Show them the way of a masculine way, not this feminine shit.
But how do you do it, Mr. Williams? Are you saying, because we keep on talking about what they doing, right? But like, if I show y'all book, chapter, verse about the sins and we keep doing them, how can we give correction?
Well, that's why we have to make sure that we are correcting ourselves so we can show them, because they have to see it.
No.
So hold on. So, Mr. Williams, let me ask you: do you have hair follicles on the top of your head?
Yes.
Or do you use a straight razor?
No, I don't use a straight razor.
But now, if we zoom in now.
Dude, yeah, you can zoom in, but my hair still grows back, but it's patchy now. So
but it gotta stay patchy is the point. Are you ready for that?
Man, I got a full beard.
What you mean?
I have a full beard. My hair can't grow all the way back anymore.
But he's saying biblical principle. So
shit like that. So
but what do you? I think you're missing your point. Amp. So there's a biblical principle about, you know, cutting your hair, shaving your head, all this stuff, so on and so forth. What he's saying. So what he's saying is, most people, once you really get down to the nitty gritty of following the Bible, that's where you're going to have the issue and problem. Now, to your point, Hamp, even the people that, you know, are extreme sticklers to the Bible, nobody is perfect. So I think there are going to be times as to where, you know, you slip up. Now, I don't think you can slip up on motherfucking a week of BLT sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the problem, Hamp, and I think that's what it is. Once you really get into this shit, Hamp, and you find this shit out right, discipline is few and far in between, dog. The whole analogy you gave, and that's why the scripture tells you this, it's easy to just do whatever the fuck you want. It's hard to have principles and follow any type of real rule set, man. It really is. And once you start telling people what's really in that Bible, it's not fun anymore. You feel me? So if it's not fun, nigga, man, oh man, I like it when the niggas was twerking and shouting and speaking in tongues. That was fun, man. I'm comfortable with that Christianity. I don't like this right here, man. No, man, this too strict, like you said. That's what it is, man. So you force the people out that are truly, you know, knowledgeable and righteous in whatever it is and whole principle. And of course, they're not perfect, but at least for the most part, you can tell that's a person of good faith and a person that's actually trying to walk the life that you're supposed to walk, as you know, following the Most High. And that's where motherfuckers, oh man, you know, you feel me? Yeah, all you weed heads, we already know that's where that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is on that magic flower all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, women, Hamp, are these women gonna be cool with a man having more than one wife? Hell no.
Yes, they will.
No, the fuck they won't.
See, the thing is, I don't focus on the people that ain't worried. Don't focus on the people that don't that have a problem with what you do or how you move, you know what I'm saying, and what they got. You focus on those that actually, like he said, that woman that showed, even in spite of her dude that was right there with her, she showed interest and with respect, you know what I'm saying? A real player, you know what I'm saying, gonna be like, hey, I'm not great, holler at her. I'm just gonna ask you first. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm coming to you as the man, but you kind of forfeited or deferred your manhood to her. You get what I'm saying? And that's really what's going on. You just men are deferring their manhood. They don't know how to be men. They don't know how to control one woman or I'm sorry, create a safe space for one woman, protect and provide, let alone several. Right? Niggas got daughters and don't know how to create those spaces. So how? And I'm just being real. I think a lack of what it is that we don't have, bro. A lot of that we just don't know. And like he said, show me the example. I don't want to keep hearing about what we should do and where we need to be, and we ready to go here. And show me what it looked like. Just show me what it looked like living how you live in spite of whatever it is, how we've been cursed, and I'm never gonna push anything on my kids or my family that I feel like is a detriment. I'm never gonna push negative energy or feed no negative energy, even though it's positive, it's still psychological. Me raising my kids telling them that they cursed. Right? I don't want to do that. And I just don't want to do that. It can be as true as it wants to be, but I'm not at a certain stage going to tell my kids or put in them that they are inferior or that they less than, right? Because that's the first thing is going to go in their mind. They're going to live through fear, right? I don't want them to live through fear. I want them to live through order and knowing what happened when your ass get out of order, right? That's a level, it's a different type of fear, not a fear of just me, right? It's a fear of order. And when you get out of order, there are consequences. Right now, they adapt to that. So if HAMP tries to put them in line, or Mr. Fantastic put them, or Aaron, or Will, well, they already know this is how we move. So we have a right to do that. But if I'm moving in Baptist and he moving in AME and somebody else is moving in Apostolic and then they NOI and then you see now it can all get misconstrued. We all believe different things. Even in the sex, we all believe different things. So there has to be just a basis for how we want to live as just people, as humans, Black people. And then we live like that, demonstrate that. And I think, like William said, if that's the overwhelmingly behavior in our community, there's nobody that's going to run from whatever success look like, whatever's going to get them the bag, easily, even if that's good energy. Well, damn, he moving cool. Let me at least try to do what they doing. We can't force it on them. Even in the word, if you're going to go by your word, it said what? Everybody ain't going to make it.
And did you have an answer for that?
I need to tighten up on the word game. So understanding and adherence to. Understanding and adherence thereunto. And I'll leave it right there.
Say it one more time.
I started with we, but I broke it down to I. Just need to tighten up on my word game. The understanding of and adherence thereunto.
Nobody want no order, man. Everybody want to be disorderly. They only want order when there's a tragedy for a couple of seconds. Somebody passed away, something happened, you know what I mean? Your life was in danger. Everybody run, to something then, but after it all passed, it's business as usual. And all of us don't live like that. And I'm gonna ride on that. The ones that we looking for are not gonna be
But we talking about ourselves though. We know that, right? We are the problem. You are. Gotta be. We are the people that don't want the strict nature.
Yep. I ain't perfect. I'll say this, man. Listen. I'm supposed to try to be like Jesus, not be Jesus. Okay. I ain't finna speak to nobody. I ain't finna speak to no cemetery and nobody stand up. I ain't finna dip my finger in no water and turn it to wine. I ain't finna take motherfucking know, 2 fish and 5 and how many fish and loaves of bread and feed the multitude, bro. Again, there are limitations on what I can do as a man, as a human, right? At the same time, though, actually trying to live up to what you're supposed to do, I think. Well, I know, like I said, we can do much better on that. I'm with you 10,000%, Hamp. But again, I think at the same time, there's a time and a place for everybody in their life to make that choice, because you know how many 20, let's say under 25-year-olds we're gonna have that's holding strict rule to the concepts, precepts, and principles of the Bible, right? Even in other religions, the same thing. You're gonna have this thing to where people are not going to want to, or even let's say a child that was raised properly. What the wildest kids are who? Preachers' kids. The wildest kids are the ones who had very strict and limited upbringings.
And that's the thing. But Mr. Fantastic, that's the point I'm glad you made it. Because the truth is, they're not living strictly either, right? It looks strict on his face, but when you look at their life and then put the laws next to it, it's not a one-to-one. We misconstrue what strict is because it looked like them girls had an earlier curfew. But if they consuming the things, if they not following the Sabbath, they might as well be doing what everybody else, right? Because they doing it anyway. Because when we look at blameless, right? John the Baptist's parents was blameless. Perfect. They walked in all the ways of the Most High. And that be the key, right? Like we say what we can and can't do. I think we make a obvious choice not to. Now, being fallible, I'm not saying people going to keep the law perfectly, but we've seen people do it previously. Let me read this real quick. JT with a $5 says, question, Hamp, are the brothers from the NOI and FOI that are clean shaven technically sinning too? Well, I'm not a Muslim. You would have to ask him directly. I know that from what I know, and if anybody Muslim in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, it's not in the Quran to explicitly say they have to have a beard. I think it's found in the Sunnahs, right? So the general belief is that the Quran is the word of the Most High given directly to Muhammad, and then the Sunnah is kind of like his customs, how he lived and moved, right? So I don't know if there's an express law about it, but their customs in the Sunnah specifically, I think most of them say you should have your beard on and let it grow. But I don't think it's a law for them, especially like it is for us. Like it is in the Bible, I should say, right? If you don't believe in the Bible or follow it. But I guess I just wonder if there's a real answer, right? Or is it just showing what it is and what you should take heed to and protect you and your children and your family against, if that's what you're being exposed to? You know? So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have an answer, but can we actually obtain that answer?
Like, I think that's perpetual. That's perpetual.
What part?
Right? Just like the problem. Whatever the problem is, I think the answer is perpetual because it pivots. We're gonna have there is no concise answer. It's like we have to continue that fight. As we continue the fight, you discover what tools you need for the fight. Just don't stop the fight. I think that's just what it is. Don't not combat whatever it is going on. Right? Don't go out there and not speak whatever it is you're supposed to speak if you feel like you're supposed to speak to the people. Don't stop. There is no concise cure or solution.
So,
that's just not going to exist.
Well, I think that the answer. Well, so I think that your understanding is probably most understanding, but here's Omar's greater point here, right? You should look like the rest of the men. All the men have beards. Pushing back against us not wanting to be monolithic, right? The more of us agree, the more shit you can get done. But we want to be eccentric and be all this. What's the benefit, right? When Mr. Fantastic, when we talk about other conversations, right? We always talk about the Chinese and the Jews who do the same thing, live in their communities, like the East Indian, make sure they all go to tech, right? Because these things turn a profit. When you look at Dearborn, Michigan, it's 99% Muslim, right? So now during Ramadan, they restaurants open at sundown. So now everybody can get food and shit like that, right? Like it literally works, and we see it in communities. The Chinese got in trouble in New York for having their own police department.
Yep.
Right. So, but we take so much pride in, we did. Why? I love watermelon. Mr. Fantastic love watermelon. Mr. Williams love watermelon. Creator love watermelon. Aaron love. What the fuck? Why not want to be like my brothers? But we don't take pride in, we come from a similar cloth. Let's work through it. But that point gets look, you know what I mean? That point gets missed, right? You see how Omar said it, it's a bigger point than that, you know? And Omar, correct me if I said it wrong. I think my breakdown was accurate, but I don't want to misconstrue. I don't know, man. I just see a bunch of niggas up there fucking wilding, bro. And the women clapping. And that other thing is, they always clap for shit that seemingly looks to be unbecoming. If you kill a gorilla nigga, they clap for you. If you're a scammer, they clap for you. Right? Isn't this what we always say?
Right? No, that's what I say. That's what I don't say. No, me.
Mr. Fantastic said it. If you're the nigga on the pulpit, they clap for you. If you're a gay nigga on the pulpit, they clap for you. If you clap
and defend you.
If you clapping cheeks in the church, they clap for you. That's the sentiment. So why the fuck we expect them to change some shit? I'd rather punch the nigga in the face that they clapping for.
And that's okay. We just make sure we got our army. You know what I'm saying? When they think they're gonna run up, that's the problem. That's it right there.
But again, man, I don't even think that's again, the men conquering the men is not a problem. But like you said, I think just too many brothers is like, fuck it, man. They're not even listening to me anyway. And if you ever been in a position of where you've been in a position of leadership and you had to turn some shit around, bro, you know how stressful that shit is, Hamp. And like you said, at the end of the day, most people, but most men just aren't built for that. Niggas want to, like you said, I think you definitely said this. Hey, man, niggas want to be comfortable. Niggas want to make they 45,000, 60,000 a year. They want to come home. If they got an old lady, she ain't got to be the baddest thing in the world. She can be somewhere between the motherfucking a 4 and a 5. He's satisfied with that. She giving him consistent pussy in mouth. And, hey, he got cold beers in the refrigerator and he not hungry from the 1st through the 30th. And he watch, rinse, and repeat the cycle for a lifetime until he retired. And then, hey, he died in 5 years after that. You feel me? I think we got life. I think we don't have in HAMP. It all goes back to the original message. I think overall we all have. This is what happens when you take the man out of the equation. There is no, you know what I'm saying? There's no aspiration for more. There's no aspiration for better. There's no, like, hey, I'm gonna make this better for me. So if I have kids or I do have kids, see to do better than me. You feel me? And I just think
the men are there, Mr. Fantastic. The men was in the videos.
Well, no, few and far in between. That's what I'm saying. The men, those men are, again, I don't see all men as equal. Y'all know me by now. All men are not equal. I don't see any man that's definitely a quote unquote straight man following a non-straight man in the pulpit. I don't see him as my equal. I think another big problem. I mean, everybody always gets mad at me for this. You have to make a separation and delineation of those that are clearly, about something and aren't. Because at some point in time, I believe you do have to just leave people behind. You offer, right? You extend the chance and the olive branch to help somebody else and improve. But if you slap my hand away, fuck you, nigga, and you don't get to come back.
Let me do this, bro. Oh, my bad.
My bad.
Let me do this real quick. We at the 3-hour mark. If y'all want to extend the show, although I think we kind of beat,
Yeah,
if y'all want to extend the show, you could crowdfund it, meaning you could send $10, $5 directly to the YouTube account. That's $100. If y'all want to do it via Cash App, we could discount it at $60. If not, we will see y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all 5 minutes to get it done. If not, sure, good. You know what I mean? I think that we did a hell of a job of exposing this bullshit for sure, right? And the truth is, and I don't even play this type of game, but I'm saying it because I mean it. Everybody is fucking wilding, son. Everybody. Like the niggas up there on the pulpit that was with Marvin Sapp, who didn't have a countenance that you could question, right? Locking the doors, misconstruing tithing, right? The accepting all the nature of everybody, right? Not giving clear understanding, right? The brother who's trampolining in the fucking Kirk Flanker and twerking on the fuck are we doing, bro? Clapping for any and everything. The shit make us look like fucking court jesters. If you ever seen Birth of a Nation, the first one, this like you might as well put a big red nose on niggas.
Boy, they couldn't have done a better there. That shit's pale in comparison right now to what's going on. And this is self-inflicted. Like you said, it could be psychological, right? And I can blame a lot. We can place blame on a lot. But I always come in to say that it at some point it do come down to the men. And if your idea as a man is you want to act like a woman, I can't call that no man. That's not what manhood is. Manhood ain't perfect. That's what manhood is. Manhood gonna get it done. I don't know how it got to get done, but it gonna get done. The way that things are going nowadays, these men have no purpose, and then the men that are teaching don't have capacity to teach. So they're you're going by somebody's interpretation who can probably barely read or really even interpret what they read.
What's manhood? What's manhood though, right? Like, so if you go into the jail, if you go in the prison yard talking about 50% of you niggas is gay, you're not gonna make it out the prison yard. Is that manhood? How what does manhood look like? You can't run up on Fleece Johnson. I promise you. You can't. Well, he old now, but you can't just run up on Fleece Johnson. Fleece will do you, nigga. Pun intended.
Well, respectfully, bro. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold nothing against
Not you, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it. I'm saying maybe if that's how we gotta come, we can't hold nothing against no man, whether they trying to be woman or not. That's how I move. That's how most people move. I ain't holding nothing against none of you motherfuckers. You assault, you move in a way that's assaultive. I'm aware. If you come too close into my space, I gotta act. To be a man is gonna protect and provide. Protection and provision don't mean money. That means me protecting you from whatever is going to hurt this legacy that we trying to build. That's going to hurt this order. That's going to get you getting out of order. Going to throw the whole train off the rails. And I think at this point, it's like we watching the train literally derail. At what point do we? And when I say we, is like just as a unit, say, hold on, just hit the pause button. Fuck how you feel. Is this even conducive for our future? And I just think people just don't care right now, bro. They don't give a shit for real. They will crash out for the moment, not even caring about what's going to happen later, community wise or even individualism. I just think that's the way of the world. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's how motherfuckers is all. Motherfucker, fuck you. Everything is there for you, niggas. You understand? Realistically, shit, I'm working on that myself, to be quite frank. You know what I'm saying? I got some anger, you know what I'm saying? I've been not angry, violent, or none of that shit, but just really on guard with some with things that didn't happen in your life. So you know what I mean, you're gonna really be you're gonna protect so that you looking at things different now. Cause I don't, you know what I mean, that didn't feel good. So now I gotta be extra protective. And then when you find out that the places that we could be protected in, we can't even go to. And like I was telling her, that's feel like a fucking prison. I don't even want to let my kids out the crib.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm just trying.
But I can't move like that.
I don't know.
Like you said, we're gonna have to bust some head out here.
But this is what I see though. I don't see us in mass at the PTA meetings. She said we can't go to that neither. How does this shit work? I just and I could be being willfully biased, right? So correct me. I don't know who the fuck could keep me away from my kids. I would most likely end up in the prison yard or in the grave. That's how shit go. Like people always think they just gonna win. That ain't how it work, right? I know these women that we got a hard time with. They got family and shit like that. I ain't saying it's just all W's. You heard? But the PTA meeting something. If we know this shit is really, really what it is. Miss Fantastica shared one of the worst stories. Yo, you set me up, hit me with the honey bun with these kids. But we see this shit going on. We seen if this be the case, we seen the women rooting and a few niggas sprinkled in the crowd, right? And a few niggas with a sprinkle on them, if you catch my drift and all that. We can't just stand idly by, son, if that's the sentiment. Because let's say it's a bunch of men in the crowd, right? But the sentiment is women, right? That's the feeling. That's what people assume. If that be the case, we got to do something different. Even if you look and can see it's men there, that ain't what people thinking. So this shit crazy. Or you just say, fuck it. Like Creator said, you do for self, take care of your family and all that, right? We not a monolith, you know? Mr. Fantastic make a differentiation all the time. 2053 is coming, and who gonna be at the bottom? And you see men dating women that aren't of the same race as them, right? Pivoting, saying fuck it. But if that's the case, if them brothers is right, that's just disheartening. I told Mr. Williams last week about balding his head. I know I can't get in niggas that finish eating pork. What the fuck happens to y'all minds when y'all smell bacon? Do you salivate?
Boy, since they're salty, porky,
beef products, sir.
Parasitical goodness.
Parasitical is fucking crazy. Parasitical is crazy, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I think yo, this ain't crazy. Look. This shit is crazy, son. You can say, yo, fuck it. I can't do it. Yo, look what Omega said.
Oh shit.
Nigga wildin', man.
Niggas love that shit, man.
It is something.
500 said, how can you not eat bacon?
Easy. Y'all niggas ain't never had, bro. Y'all listen, bro. All the shit you get in like a pork option, the cow has the same thing, or the goat or the sheep or whatever, bro. You ain't never had beef bacon, nigga. You missing out. Beef bacon is
beef bacon is amazing. It
just better than pork bacon.
It's just $10 a pack, though. That's the other part. It's $10 a pack.
If you can buy, nigga, if you can buy weed, nigga, you can buy bacon, nigga. All right. If you can buy that filth, if you can buy that filth for motherfucking Crown Royal, nigga, you can buy the fucking pack of beef bacon. I ain't want to hear.
Yeah, that's true.
It's mad good, son.
You say you can buy weed, you can change your life, huh? You can change your life options.
Man, listen, the shit that niggas waste money on, bro. I'm gonna say this again, people. I know I said this, and it's kind of, bro. Do a budget, dog. Do a budget, man. HAMP shit. Probably next week, bro. You know everybody mad because they cutting the stamps off next month. They mad.
That shit.
Y'all about to have to live like
Crazy,
regular people.
We covered that shit yesterday.
Y'all got to live like regular people now. Figure it out, nigga.
Yo, groceries.
It ain't you ain't buying them but a bunch of the same shit anyway. A box of pasta with some seasonings in it, a bunch of corn with some seasoning or sugar in it, right? And some corn syrup with seasoning or sugar in it. Like everything is the damn same.
Hey, Leon, I hope Jesus come back before you give it up, man. All praises. Yeah, man. Yo, grocery shopping. Yo, my house is crazy, nigga. Ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Great show. The pastors look crazy, son. Let's keep on grinding, man. Sherelle and I be back tomorrow, bright and early. Maybe at 11 o'clock. I think I gotta do something in the morning. Risky midday. You know what I'm saying? We've been having some good shows, B. We did the super nigga perspective yesterday. We actually covered the food stamp shit yesterday. You know what I hate, Mr. Fantastic? And I ain't trying to start another conversation, but I hate this AI shit. That shit bugs me, son. AI is getting ideas from somebody. You know what I mean? Even if it is somebody said this shit, somebody articulated this thought. So now people put a video out to make it sensational. But this is a sentiment that we share.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I wanted to be real so we could converse. You know what I mean? Like somebody said that dumb shit. Like she say the government is responsible for taking care of the taxpayers are responsible for taking care of my kids.
Oh my God.
She meant that.
She meant that shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
My kids ain't ate in 5 days. Like, woman, you better be quiet.
Hey, but I say this, nigga. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man. Fuck it. Get everything you could get, nigga. Fuck it. At this point. Like, I ain't even mad at get it, nigga. You know what I mean? Used Mr. Fantastic and Aaron was bragging about that. What's the shit y'all got for the buying houses shit?
VA loan.
VA loan, asshole loan.
I wasn't bragging about shit, nigga. Y'all asked.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't
That
pay.
is bragging,
I don't gotta
though.
pay
They
no
do
tax.
get
I don't
that
gotta
VA.
pay no tax, nigga. You live at a church, nigga.
What's that, like no down payment or 1% or some shit?
Yeah,
like,
man.
whatever.
Don't create it. Don't bring it up. I'm getting mad again all over.
Dang, it is beautiful.
Hey, it's a recruiting station open near you, nigga.
I'm some 40, nigga.
They you can get a waiver.
Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard. Yo, man. I don't think my father ever used. He can still use his shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He never said yes. Yes.
Oh, lie.
You could use the GI Bill.
Yeah.
Down to his grandkids. Children them to use it.
His disability rating, yeah, possibly. Well, I mean, I think it'd be different.
I don't know if he got one. I don't know.
If he got a GI Bill, it's good to your grandkids.
You know how he is, especially he a Marine. He don't, them niggas don't, you know what I mean? He old, so
he definitely leave money on the table. But yeah, man, if he hadn't used that VA loan, that's something that definitely y'all need to look into and take advantage.
I'm gonna look into it for sure because he don't care. If it could be done, I could do it. It's just a matter of knowing. So now that I know, I could do it.
Oh yeah, you definitely want if you can use it. And if you're using it, if you're gonna use it for business purposes,
that shit's gold. Well, up where he at, up north.
Yeah.
Remember, you can get up to a 4-unit book, up to a 4 unit, and it's still considered a single family dwelling. So you can have a house as big as your house right now, 4 of those under one roof. That's still considered a single family dwelling.
Yeah, real estate is this shit is annoying, man. But
but we gotta know it, Hamp. Especially y'all Hebrew Israelite. It's like key if you really
we don't got 10 more minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole show. I'm gonna let you open the show.
I got you. But yeah,
I'm gonna let you open.
And the trajectory of where things should be, we definitely need to consider that buying up, and kind of doing your own situation where and how, and I'll keep it in cryptic code like that. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%. No, I got you. No, you're right. I mean, point blank, you're right. Right, we got to know it. We got to use it. Right, there's something about fixed assets that appreciate. A lot of the most millionaires, to your point, Creator, for Black people come from real estate, not rapping. So touche. I wasn't trying to cut you off. We got to get out of here. That's all. Hey man, y'all jump in the Discord. Let's finish the conversation. I see y'all tomorrow, most high willing. Salute to my brother Big Aaron, Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Williams, Creator in the building, man. I think the right people join so we can have a conversation for sure, man. Y'all be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
Yeah. broadcast. It's a broadcast. It's a broadcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels, and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing, jamming tune. It's a community of real.